They say being a Raider is about more than just going to school. They say being a Raider is about our community, about tradition. Kindergarten at Nettleton is about teachers that I love, learning that is fun. It's really about pride in what we do and who we are becoming. Raider pride is justified. Raider pride forever.
So don't forget it.
Mr. Miller lost his voice. No problem. I'll send in the replacements.
Woo! Woo, Daddy Mercy! Mercy, woo, Daddy! Handsome Johnny! How the heck do you edit on this thing?
Mr. McGrew, you're in photo booth.
What? This son of a...
Hey, that's all right. Good try, but I'll take it from here. Raider Pride!
It's justified!
Collision Repair is celebrating their 40th anniversary. For 40 years, Collision Repair has had your back, getting your repairs done quickly using the best tools and technology. They've been able to keep you updated online throughout the repair process. No matter what the bad guys try, Collision Repair works with your insurance to make sure you don't have
the worst experience possible.
Here's the Collision Repair on their 40th anniversary.
Your friendly neighborhood body shop.
Uh-oh, guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody? Julie, hey, guess what day it is? Oh, come on, I know you can hear me. Mike. What day is it, Mike? Hey, Leslie, guess what day it is?
It's game day.
Woo-hoo!
Jalen, how happy are students that go to Nettleton?
I'll say happier than DJ on game day.
Game day!
Be happy, be a Raider. Raider pride is justified.
For Terry Gray, rice farming isn't a profession, it's a way of life. As owner of Delaplaine Seed Company, Terry's been the region's rice tech leader for more than a decade. In the summer, Terry's not behind a desk. He can be found in rice fields giving advice, or he can be on your farm helping you put more bushels in your tanks and money in your pocket. From securing your hybrid rice to free on-farm delivery, let Terry help you be more profitable this season. Delaplaine Seed Company.
I'm a little bit country.
I'm a little bit rock and roll.
I love the hate the feeling of a great pop.
When I sing my alma mater, I feel it all night long.
I love my school with all my heart and soul.
I know I'm gonna be alright.
Wherever I go.
I'm a little bit country.
And a little bit rock and roll.
From the first time you held on to the time you let go, life is a series of unforgettable firsts. The ones that are planned and the ones that take you by surprise. We celebrate and support these firsts as we travel this journey with you, because firsts are what life is all about. First Community Bank, where community comes first.
Front Page Cafe, home of the flying rolls. That's right, a place where the food comes flying to you, and it's good enough to eat. Front Page Cafe is also famous for our all-you-can-eat pass-arounds that come with every lunch or dinner. Lunch specials start at just $6.99. That includes a meal, flying rolls, and all the pass-arounds you can eat. So get your next home-cooked meal at Front Page Cafe. And don't forget, we've got the best old-fashioned breakfast in town. Front Page Cafe, home of the flying rolls.
Looking for a school can be like super overwhelming. You kind of have those fears as a parent that, oh my gosh, the school that I'm gonna pick, it's gonna determine their future and everything else. You know, it's a big choice that you have because you wanna make sure you're gonna put them in a school where they can continue their whole journey. I'm really super glad we started at Nettleton. It was relief that we had found a school where we felt comfortable sending our child. I felt like any situation he'd get put into, he would be able to succeed.
Hi, I'm Mike Wessel, owner of Hilltop Fitness. I am the former University of Arkansas strength conditioning coach, former Ultimate Fighter contestant, UFC fighter, and Bellator competitor. I offer at Hilltop Fitness many different programs, from kids programs in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, kids boxing, and kids strength conditioning and athletic training. as well as adult kickboxing classes and adult Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu classes. If you have any fitness needs or fitness goals, I'm the person to come to. The gym is open 24 hours a day. You can come in anytime, and if you're looking for that extra motivation, that extra push, no matter how bad a shape you're in, we can help you. And if Craig Miller can come to the gym and get in shape, you can do it as well.
Hilltop Fitness, 1712 North Old Greensboro Road, Jonesboro, Arkansas.
Is Raider pride truly justified at Nettleton High School? Does John Adams play a mean fiddle?
That's how you do it, son.
Nettleton High School, where Raider pride is justified.
Well, I'm headed to my school, so happy. I got ready, P-R-I-D-E. We can shoot the hoop and swing the bat. I bet you wish your school was cool like that. Nettleton High School is for me. We got Raider pride, baby. Only school with MTV. Coolest school in history. Now you know our flag colors rolling deep. When you come into our house, you know you're gonna get beat. Nettleton High School is for me. We got Raider pride, baby.
Nettleton TV production, Raider pride justified.
Yeah, we Raiders got the comfort ship, loaded. Everybody wants to be a show, a voting. Raider pride in the building, yeah, I know it. Oh yeah, Raider Nation till the day it's over.
Raider pride justified, got it on my side. 6 side, be the guy, run up and you get a high. Pass us the ball, and I'ma score it like.
What y'all know about 5th period Raider pride? Hop up on the field, you might just have to juke and jive. Every day, yeah, I rectify. Cause yeah, you know we 5th period, yeah, we make it live.
What is America? Is it a bald eagle soaring over a Virginian sunrise?
I'll tell you what America is, brother! America is getting your truck fixed up at Russell's Truck Accessories.
Russell's Truck Accessories?
Yeah, Russell's Truck Accessories. They got chrome and aluminum wheels. They got big old mud crawling tires. They got lift kits so you can look down on the vegans and commies in their little compact cars. Russell's Truck Accessories. It's more American than Ronald Reagan playing home run derby with John Wayne.
Russell's Truck Accessories is located on South Stadium in Jonesboro.
God bless America and God bless Russell's Truck Accessories.
Raider pride.
Raider pride.
Yeah, Raider pride. Raider pride. Raider pride.
Raider pride.
Raider pride.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Forrest City, Arkansas. A soggy evening here in Forrest City for some Raider football on NTV. We have got things set up as best as we can. It's hurricane-type conditions out there tonight, but my color guy tonight is Caleb Manning. And Caleb, by hook or by crook, we're going to bring Raider football to Raider Nation tonight.
Absolutely. Rain, sleet, or snow, we will be here to represent the Nettleton Raiders.
Just like the Postal Service, we got to go. That's for sure. And it should be a dandy game tonight. Nettleton and Forrest City, as Sean Saunders called it in the Jonesboro Sun, a pivotal matchup tonight. Nettleton coming in 5-2 on the season. They are 2-2 in conference. Forrest City 5-2, and they are 3-1 in conference. Huge game for both of these teams who are gunning for a playoff spot. And the Forrest City team is they feature a couple of Akinses. Remember that name tonight, Raider Nation. Akinses. The quarterback is Kendall Akins, number 3 on your scorecard. He is a junior, 6 foot, 177 pounds. And the running back is I'm assuming it's his brother. His older brother, Kadarius Akins, and this young man is a senior, 6 foot 185, one of the best running backs in the 5A East. He's a 3-year starter. He's already rushed for over 1,200 yards. And Caleb, this Raider defense, which has been getting progressively better as the season's gone along, they got a tall task in stopping number 28 tonight.
I would definitely say so. We've got our work cut out for us tonight.
Yes, Nettleton, Forrest City. It's as we said earlier, pivotal 5A East matchup for sure. Nettleton looking to slip into the playoffs, and if they're going to do so, they're going to have to get this win here tonight. Should be a dandy game. We are looking forward to bringing it to you. Let's talk about the starting lineups for these Nettleton Raiders. We'll start on the offense, and let's start in the backfield. Let's start with the quarterback, Cade Carter, having a phenomenal senior season, the 2-year starter. Cade has really shown this year, and if the Raiders are going to win tonight, they're going to need a big game for number 10.
Absolutely. The ball just jumps out of Cade's arms, and it's a very accurate pinpoint right in the hands of receivers.
Now, running back, this is where things get a little bit interesting. Nathan Young, number 33, is cleared to play. Talking to the coaches yesterday, and it's sort of a game-time decision, I think, but I would be very shocked if anybody but number 33 is starting tonight. He is a difference maker as a running back. I really expect to see big things from Nathan Young tonight.
I do too, Craig, but we still also have Cameron Scarlett, who can still come in and play. Had a 100-yard game last week against Greene County Tech. His first of the season. That's
right. Cameron is has good speed. Don't get me wrong, but he's more of a bruising type running back. Runs the ball very hard between the tackles, and is just he has done a admirable job of filling in for Nathan Young during his absence. Cameron is one of the co-starters, I guess you could say, on the offensive side at the wide receiver position. Charles Moore and Cameron sort of split time right there. Other receivers, Kyle Tolley, number 6, will get the start tonight, and hey, he's been a major story about this 2019 season. The emergence of Kyle Tolley as a receiving threat.
He's been kind of a Julian Edelman or a Cole Beasley. Just the short, quick guy. Just he can run that quick little in route and dump the ball off to him.
Workhorse.
Absolutely.
Workhorse for sure. Kyle Tolley. Also starting at wide receiver, number 15, Devin Alexander, who is a senior who's really emerged as an outstanding target for Cade Carter this year. And number 84, the outlaw Josie Perkins. Josie has had a little bit of a loss in his family this week, had to miss a couple of days of school, but he is back tonight, and prayers for his family for sure. Glad to have the outlaw Josie Perkins back on the field tonight. He has really been a difference maker for the Raiders this year, not just on offense, but on special teams as well. On the offensive line, and any success that Nettleton has had offensively this year, and they've had a bunch, you got to give credit to this offensive line. They've done an outstanding job of opening up holes for the running backs. They've done a great job of protecting Cade Carter in the passing game. In fact, I don't think Cade's been sacked. He's been sacked less than a handful of times this year. The offensive line has done a great job. And here's who started on the offensive line for the Raiders. At center, Cooper Williams, Mr. Reliable in this spread offense within their gun every single play. That is a crucial position, and Cooper has done an outstanding job. And the good news is he's just a junior. He's coming back next year, which is awesome news. At left guard, Jacob Taylor getting the start. We call Jacob the Iron Man. He starts on both sides of the ball, offense and defense, on the line. Right guard, Ryan Crawford getting the start tonight. Now, ordinarily, Jacob Tarpley is the starting right guard, but Jacob is dealing with the effects of a concussion. And so Jacob is out tonight, and Ryan Crawford will be filling in for him. At the tackle slot, right tackle, Moses Williams, Big Mose, a sophomore, one of our most dominant linemen. He's been out for a couple of weeks with an ankle injury, but he is back, and it's going to be good to see big number 73 back there on the offensive line. And I believe that leaves the left tackle, Alan Campbell, number 79, and the sophomore is getting the start at the all-important left tackle, protecting the blind side of quarterback Cade Carter. Defensive starters, let's start on the line. Nose guard, Jorge Salas. Defensive end, Jacob Taylor, the Iron Man. Also starting at defensive end, Justin Livingston, big number 78. Let me say a word about Justin. He's done a fantastic job on the defensive line. He's also the goalie for the soccer team. You don't see that very often, a guy the size of Justin Livingston anchoring the defensive line and also being the goalkeeper on the soccer team. Athletic young man.
Very, I would say so.
The linebackers, Charles Moore, Cameron Scarlett, Joaquin Daniels, and Stephen Williams. Cornerbacks, Tommy Scarborough, and Jaquan Dent is actually the safety. And excuse me for just a second, folks. They're singing the national anthem, so we will take a break right here, and we'll listen to the anthem play with our hands over our hearts. National anthem has been played by the Forrest City Band. A shout out to the Forrest City Band. Those young people are going to be getting wet tonight with their instruments, but they're over there proudly playing our nation's song. Appreciate the Forrest City Band. We were talking about the defensive secondary for the Raiders. Jaquan Dent starting at safety. At cornerback, Tommy Scarborough. The other corner is Quad Brown getting to start, and the other safety is number 14, Dorian Tucker. And so that is your starters for the Raiders. We're about 4.5 minutes away from game time. Should be a dandy tonight, folks. Two evenly matched teams. Nettleton getting healthy and getting better as the season's going on. Forrest City always tough, and they always play the Raiders tough. Nettleton, Forrest City, big game. We're about 4 minutes away. We'll take a break, let you hear from some of our great sponsors. We'll be back with the coin toss right after these messages. You're watching Raider Football on NTV.
First time you held on to the time you let go. Life is a series of unforgettable firsts. The ones that are planned and the ones that take you by surprise. We celebrate and support these firsts as we travel this journey with you, because firsts are what life is all about. First Community Bank, where community comes first.
For Terry Gray, rice farming isn't a profession, it's a way of life. As owner of Delaplaine Seed Company, Terry's been the region's rice tech leader for more than a decade. In the summer, Terry's not behind a desk. He can be found in rice fields giving advice, or he can be on your farm helping you put more bushels in your tanks and money in your pocket. From securing your hybrid rice to free on-farm delivery, let Terry help you be more profitable this season. Delaplaine Seed Company.
What is America? Is it a bald eagle soaring over a Virginian sunrise?
I'll tell you what America is, brother. America is getting your truck fixed up at Russell's Truck Accessories.
Russell's Truck Accessories?
Yeah, Russell's Truck Accessories. They got chrome and aluminum wheels. They got big old mud crawling tires. They got lift kits so you can look down on the vegans and commies in their little compact cars. Russell's Truck Accessories. It's more American than Ronald Reagan playing home run derby with John Wayne.
Russell's Truck Accessories is located on South Stadium in Jonesboro.
God bless America and God bless Russell's Truck Accessories. Collision Repair celebrating.
And we welcome you back to Forrest City, where we're just about 2 minutes from getting underway with this Conference 5A showdown between the Nettleton Raiders and the Forrest City Mustangs. So glad to have you joining us on this soggy, rainy Friday night. I think the entire eastern side of Arkansas is just getting drenched tonight. 54 degrees here at Forrest City, windy and rainy. Shout out to Kobe Miller, who is up top in the hurricane-like conditions. Kobe's not afraid. He said, "Hey, I'm ready for this. Put me up there, Dad." He's getting drenched, but he's running that camera. He's keeping it dry, and he's bringing Raider football to Raider Nation.
He's a brave soul.
Yes, he is. He is. He's a good young man. Proud of Cobe Dirty. The captains for tonight's contest for Forrest City: Devontae Buford, number 28. Kadarius Akins, we'll be saying his name a lot tonight, and number 70, Xavier Akins. I have a feeling they're probably related. The captains for Nettleton: number 53, the Iron Man, Jacob Taylor, and number 1, Jaquan Dent. Now, Jaquan Dent, interesting story here. This young man is actually from Forrest City. He played at Forrest City as a sophomore, and he moved to Nettleton before his senior year and is playing against his old alma mater tonight. And that's so almost a little bit of a grudge match. Excellent article in the paper by our own Sean Saunders. I say our own. He's actually employed by the Jonesboro Sun, but he helps us on our broadcast, our statistician, spotter extraordinaire. And a very good article about number 1. Maybe we got a good tight shot of him. Yeah, there he is. That is Dent, Jaquan Dent, and he is captain for tonight's contest. It looks like Forrest City has won, and they have deferred to the second half. Nettleton is receiving, actually. So I do know that much. I was looking away during the coin toss. I couldn't see if it landed on heads or tails with my high-powered field glasses. Nettleton is going to receive the opening kickoff. We do know that for sure. Time has reached 0 on the scoreboard. Here come the Raiders. The Forrest City Mustangs getting ready to run through the cheerleader spirit line. The Forrest City Mustang cheerleaders wearing their blue ponchos in keeping with the school colors. And we're just about ready for some high school football here, Caleb. I will say this, I think the people who are watching at home are not going to have a problem hearing their PA guy. That was really loud whenever he said, "Here come the Mustangs." Yep, we're right under the speaker.
Yes.
And you know who I feel sorry for right now?
Kobe Miller.
Kobe Miller. He's up there amongst those speakers. He's going to have a headache tonight. Poor Kobe. Up there in the rain and the wind. Ryan Bell, our director, is checking on him, making sure he's okay. Beautiful field, turf field. They've got the video board over there in the end zone. Is that north or south, Sean?
That would be the north.
That's the north end zone. The north end zone. I'm directionally challenged, so you got to help me out with those kind of things. It looks like the stands are sparsely populated on both Nettleton and Forrest City side. Not many folks getting out tonight in these wet, rainy, cool conditions. It is, as they say, beautiful weather if you're a duck, however. I guess ducks enjoy awful weather. I don't know. I've never understood that.
These Nettleton Raider fans, they travel well.
They
travel well.
The ones that came tonight travel well anyway. That's for sure. They are brave souls. The ones who didn't, hey, that's just more viewers watching the NTV broadcast, and we are glad to have you no matter where you are watching from. Kicking off is going to be Donald Williams, and back deep for the Raiders, we have the outlaw Josie Perkins, 84, and number 28, Jaden Washington. Williams to kick off, and the deep guys are about the 20-yard line for the Raiders, so evidently they're not expecting this guy just to boom one. Little pooch kick, middle of the field, taken at the 36, and he is tackled at the 40. Let's see if that looked like Cameron Scarlett. Yeah, Cam Scarlett with the return. And Raiders will set up with pretty good field position, 1st and 10 on the 40-yard line.
Didn't take us very long to say Cameron Scarlett's name today.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that you wind up saying his name a whole lot. He is a football player. Carter in the backfield, and just as we expected, there's Nathan Young. Good to see number 33 back there with him. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Charles Moore lined up at the tight end position. Carter surveys the defense. And here we go. He gives to Nathan Young. Nathan Young running right side, looking for room, and he is horse-collared down. Does not, yeah, there's the flag right there. So we should be a horse collar call. The young man that tackled him horse collared him and then clapped in his ears. I'm sure Nathan didn't appreciate that too much, but actually face mask. It was. I thought it was a horse collar. He had him by his face mask instead. In any event, it's going to be a penalty against Forrest City.
In these wet conditions, Miller, you just got to grab onto whatever you can. Unfortunately,
yes.
it was just a face mask that time.
Thought it was a 15-yard variety, but they just gave him the 5-yarder. So it's going to be 1st down and 2 for the Raiders. In motion is Josie Perkins. The give is to Nathan Young. Good block over there by Ryan Crawford, and Nathan Young powers his way down inside the 30-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Raiders at the 28. Good run by Nasty Nate.
24 yards. Beautiful blocking there by the right side of the line.
Ryan Crawford, the man who sprung that. Good job by Ryan Crawford.
24 yards.
Gain of 24, and the Raiders in business here. Moving the ball well here in the early goings. Josie Perkins and Nathan Young in the backfield with Cade Carter. In motion is Perkins. He gives to Nathan Young again. Nathan Young at the 20, at the 15. He is the ball comes loose, but it goes out of bounds. So the Raiders dodging a bullet right there. That's going to be another 1st down, and Nettleton fortunate that not a turnover in the red zone.
Again, Craig, more fantastic blocking by that right side of the line. 16 yards on the carry. Number 72, number 73 of the Raiders just mowing down that defensive line.
Couple of sophomores, Moses Williams and Ryan Crawford. That's a big reason why they're the conference champs last year, the junior high Raiders. 1st and 10 on the 12. Cade Carter gives to Nathan Young, and why not? Nathan Young bulls his way inside the 10. He's down to about the 7-yard line. It's going to be 2nd down and 5. Every play from scrimmage so far, they've given the ball to number 33. It's almost like we missed that guy or something.
Feel like number 33 is going to have the ball a lot today.
Fortunate to have Nathan Young back. As his teacher, I know he's been just heartsick the last several weeks, hobbling around on crutches and just yearning to get back and play ball with his family, with his team. There's a give to Nathan Young. Nathan Young into the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. 10 minutes and 9 seconds into the first quarter. It didn't take the Raiders long, and they score first. Nice job by Nathan Young. Every play from scrimmage, give it to number 33. The result, 6 points.
That seems to be the game plan for Nettleton tonight.
5 carries for 55 yards that drive.
5 carries for 54 yards from Nathan Young. Very impressive.
That's not a bad game, and that's just one drive.
Oh, that's a bad snap.
Bad snap handled beautifully by Tommy Scarborough, and the man with the golden foot, Michael Golden, boots it through the upright. So with 10:09 remaining in the first quarter, the Raiders jump up 7-0. And Caleb, that's got to make Raider Nation feel awfully good about this game right now.
Absolutely, it's always great to go out there and score first, just to draw first blood. Everybody has a game plan until you're hit in the mouth. So it's great that we came out here and did that.
I heard you say that. Who originally said that? You have any
That'd
idea?
be Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson gets credited for it, and that sounds like something Mike might say. But in this day and age of the internet, quotes and attributions are not always accurate, but it's a fun thing to say. Like Mike Tyson always said, everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the mouth. Well, no matter who said it, the Raiders come out and punched Forrest City in the mouth on the first drive. The man with the golden foot, Michael Golden, and Forrest City it's almost like they're expecting an onside. They have, there we go. Now they spread out. Back deep is, I believe that's number 28. 28 back deep. That's Akins.
Oh, that's not good.
And that is ball goes out of bounds. I'll just tell you the weather tonight, it is coming down in sheets out there, and it's windy, and it's going to affect every aspect of this game.
It's raining sideways and upside down tonight.
Yes. I hope Kobe's doing all right up top. It'll be 1st and 10 Mustangs from the Raider 35-yard line. Akins and Akins in the backfield. Kendall Akins, the quarterback, the running back. Kadarius Akins. I'm just going to call them both Akins. One of the best running backs we're going to see all year long is number 28. They give to him. He runs right side, and he is hit. I believe that was Stephen Williams making initial contact over there. Cameron Scarlett also in on the stop. Gain of 2. It's going to be 2nd down and 8.
It's a great stop there by Nettleton. Just plugged the hole, and kept him on, and just kept him there. Waited for everybody else to get there.
Hey, I'll take that for the defense. 2 yards every play. We'll be all right if they continue that for sure. 2 backs in the backfield with Akins. He's looking to pass. He completes it to number 4. That is his favorite target. That's J.J. Brown. 1st down, Forrest City. Gain of 18 on that play. So Forrest City moving the ball a little bit here. Akins and Akins in the backfield. 2 receivers to the right. Oh, fumbled the snap, and he just falls on it back at the 46-yard line. So it'll be 2nd down and probably about 17 after that bad snap. Loss of 9, 2nd down and 19. Didn't look like a bad snap, but it just kind of squirted through his hands. The ball undoubtedly is wet out there, and just unable to get a handle on that thing.
I think we're going to see that just a couple more times tonight.
Long as it happens to Forrest City and not Nettleton, I will be all right. Akins rolling to his left, intended for number 32 and incomplete. That is Devontae Buford, and it'll be 3rd down and 19 for the Mustangs.
It looked like he wanted to lead. He wanted to lead him a little bit more with that ball so he could turn upfield, but he just threw it just behind him. And
just so far, it looks like passing may be a challenge tonight with the weather conditions the way they are. Nettleton's drive, they didn't throw one pass. They handed it to Nathan Young every single time. So maybe who's got the best running game tonight? Akins, and the ball slips out of his hand. That would be I don't think that would be a fumble. I believe it's an incomplete pass. He was definitely in the motion. It slipped out of his hand. It'll be an incomplete pass. It'll bring up 4th down and 19. So great job, Raider defense, making a stop right here. It'll be 4th down and 19 for the Mustangs. As Forrest City is having a tough time taking care of the ball. Jaquan Dent back to receive for the Raiders. Here at his old stomping grounds. Jaquan played for Forrest City 2 years ago. He's a Nettleton Raider right now, and he watches that ball sail over his head, and it's going out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. At the 1-yard line, what a punt there by Forrest City. I was hoping it was going to roll into the end zone, give us a touchback, but instead he just kicked it perfectly where it angled out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Tough break for the Raiders.
That was a very beautiful punt. 53-yard punt. End over end roll, good Forrest City roll, and it just rolled right outside, out of the bounds at 1.
So the Raiders will take over 1st and 10 from their own 1. Cade Carter, Nathan Young in the backfield. They ran it every time previously, and again they give to Nathan Young. Nathan makes a cut, holds on to the ball, gets out past the 10, close to the first down, and as important as the first down is giving the Raider offense some breathing room. That's a gain of 10. That's a first down. Gain of 11, first down. Well, Caleb, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Absolutely not.
Giving the ball to Nathan Young, working just fine for the Raiders. Let's keep on doing it. Nathan Young in the backfield with Cade Carter. In motion is the outlaw, Josie Perkins. Josie Perkins has to be credited with that tackle right there. They collided in the backfield, and Josie knocked Nathan down. And so far, Forrest City's best defensive player is Josie Perkins.
Just a little bit of mistime and miscalculation there, and they just run right into each other.
Yeah,
let's just hope that doesn't come back to bite them.
A loss of 1. It'll be 2nd down and 11.
Might be Josie's first tackle of the year.
That is Josie Perkins' first tackle of the year. Sean Saunders lets us know. 2nd down and 11. Gives to Nathan Young. Nathan Young lowers his shoulder and bulls his way close to the 20. It's going to be, he's down at the 17-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and 6 for the Raiders. So 3rd and 6, you would think passing down right here. But as much success as they've had running off that right side of the line, Caleb, would not surprise me at all just to give the ball to number 33, the man they call Nasty Nate. See if he can't pick up the first down. 3 men in motion. They are heavy on the right side. Gives to Nathan Young, running right side, looking for a block. Good job there by number 7. And the ball is coughed up, but it is recovered by the Raiders. And it's short of the first down. It's going to be 4th down and 3. So the Raiders bringing on their punting unit.
It was just a couple miscalculations, just poor handling of the ball.
Jatavius Summage had a lot to do with that. Number 7 for Forrest City. He came up, and I tell you, the ball is slippery out there for sure. It's like trying to just coating the thing in baby oil and trying to hold on to it. Cam Scarlett fields the punt, high snap, end over end type kick. It takes a Forrest City bounce. Nettleton quickly pounces on it, and Forrest City will take over 1st and 10 on the Raider 46. Special teams, very important in this game, as that booming punt, that 53-yard punt by Forrest City has changed the momentum of this game for sure. Nettleton with a 7-0 lead, 5 minutes and 33 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Nettleton just received a sideline warning. Long as it's just a warning. When I get pulled over by a policeman, I'm thankful to get a warning. Got to watch out for that Russ Manning. Aikens, quarterback keeper. He breaks a couple of tackles, and he is eventually brought down by Stephen Williams. Joaquim Daniels also in on the stop with Tommy Scarborough. Gain of 7. It's going to be 2nd down and 3. I have a feeling we're going to see a whole lot of running tonight, Caleb.
Well, it appears from the statistics that Forrest City is a run-first offense with almost 200 yards per game in rushing.
Yes. Good. They have an outstanding running back, as does Nettleton. And on a rainy night, I have a feeling they're going to be feeding the studs, so to speak. Pass is complete to J.J. Brown. J.J. working his way toward the sideline. He is tackled at the 27-yard line. Jaquan Dent tackles his former schoolmate, but it is a first down for Forrest City. Gain of 11 on the play. 4 minutes and 36 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
It's a simple play-action screen pass. I might have thought that the quarterback was going to keep it, But he just flipped it out to the receiver on the right side, and he gets about 5 or 6 yards.
Got what they needed. Gives to Akins, running left side. And, boy, he lowers the boom on Charles Moore. Gains a couple extra yards after that contact. Moore with the stop. Gain of a couple. It's 2nd down and 8. Akins is not shy of contact.
Absolutely not.
Let me tell you something. Charles Moore is no lightweight out there. He's Nettleton's leading tackler. And he lowered his shoulder, and he took the fight to Nettleton's Charles Moore. Aiken with 2 backs flanking him. Draws back to pass. It is caught complete to number 32 rather. 1st down Forrest City as Akins completes the pass to Devontae Buford. Like he just got that pass off, but gain of 12. 1st down Forrest City.
Good call against the blitz.
Mustangs on the 19, 10.
2 receivers to the right. Akins and Akins in the backfield. The give is to Akins. Running left side, upended by Tommy Scarborough. Good job by Tommy. Good open field tackle there. And gain of 4 is going to be 2nd down and 6.
Only 8 yards on 3 carries for Aikman.
Raider defense done a good job with him so far.
I would say so.
Now you see, sometimes when I say things like that, I jinx the Raiders, Caleb. We'll see if you have that same type of power. 2nd down and 5. Akins up the middle. He is met by Justin Livingston.
Justin kind of came through there untouched.
Yes. Jacob Taylor also in on the stop. Short gain. It's going to be 3rd down and 5. We'll call it, 3rd and 4, I guess is what it looks like. Ball on the 9-yard line of the Raiders. Akins back to pass. Running right. Justin Livingston giving chase, as is Jorge Salas. Maybe a block in the back right there. And he didn't get away with it either. Flag on the play. Jorge Salas was bearing down on Akins, and he got drilled in the back. The referee's there, and he saw it. You can't do that, Caleb.
No, sir. It can definitely put a damper on the on things. As he's going to get pushed back a little bit.
Blocking the back against the offense, and it was an obvious call there. And so that will move the Mustangs back 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Is that correct, Sean? 10 yards from the spot of the foul. And this will be a big penalty for sure because it happened in the backfield. So it was 3rd and 4 at the 9. So I believe that's about a 24-yard penalty. A 24-yard penalty right there, that block in the back.
The dynamic of this drive has very drastically been changed.
Yes.
Going from 3rd and 2 now to 3rd and
it was 3rd and 4, now it's 3rd and a whole bunch. Uh-oh, a little trickeration right there, a little flea flicker. And it is flag on the play, incomplete, but there is a flag on the play. Maybe defensive holding. So if it's defensive holding, as we think it's going to be, and here's the man in the white hat, actually pass interference, so that'll be a 15-yard penalty. But it is not an automatic 1st down in high school. It is a 15-yard penalty, so it's going to be 3rd down and 13. So a big penalty, no doubt about it, but not as bad as what it could have been. 3rd down and 13. Obviously, Forrest City in 2-down territory right here. The Raiders got 2 downs to hold them to 13 yards or less.
Almost a well-executed flea flicker.
Yes, it was. You know who invented the flea flicker?
I do not.
John Heisman. the Heisman Trophy named after him, legendary football coach, college football coach. Aiken directing traffic, going to run it, makes a move, gets inside the 10-yard line, and he is hit by Charles Moore, and Charles plants him. He's going to be close to the first down. It looks like it's going to be about 4th and 1. He's about a yard short. We'll call it 4th and 2. 4th down and 2. Good tackle over there by Charles Moore, saving him from getting the first down and more. Minute 31 to play here in the first quarter. 4th down and 2 for Forrest City.
The coverage on that play was phenomenal.
Really
Even
was.
through all of his progressions, but he had nobody open at all. Just the offensive line held up. He had a lot of green grass in front of him.
Good job by the Raider defense. Forrest City and Nettleton here at Forrest City. Nettleton opting to take a timeout, and we're going to take it with them. We'll collect ourselves with 1:31 remaining here in the first quarter. Nettleton 7, Forrest City 0. Big play when we come back. You're watching Raider football on NTV.
America. Is it a bald eagle soaring over a Virginian sunrise?
I'll tell you what America is, brother. America is getting your truck fixed up at Russell's Truck Accessories.
Russell's Truck Accessories?
Yeah, Russell's Truck Accessories. They got chrome and aluminum wheels. They got big old mud crawling tires. They got lift kits so you can look down on the vegans and commies in their little compact cars. Russell's Truck Accessories. It's more American than Ronald Reagan playing home run derby with John Wayne.
Russell's Truck Accessories is located on South Stadium in Jonesboro.
God bless America and God bless Russell's Truck Accessories.
And we welcome you back to Forrest City Mustang Stadium. Huge play right here in the early going of this Conference 5A East pivotal matchup. It's 4th down and 3 for Forrest City on the Raiders' 7-yard line. Raider defense needing a hold right now. Aikens in the backfield. His brother back there with him. And this time, Forrest City decides that they need a timeout to talk this thing over. This is a much talked about play. I can't wait to see what's going to unfold. We'll find out what's going to unfold on the other side of this break. They can take a timeout. We'll take it with them. 1 minute and 31 seconds to play in the first quarter. Raiders 7, Forrest City 0. You're watching Raider football on NTV.
Terry Gray. Rice farming isn't a profession. It's a way of life. As owner of Delaplaine Seed Company, Terry's been the region's rice tech leader for more than a decade. In the summer, Terry's not behind a desk. He can be found in rice fields giving advice, or he can be on your farm helping you put more bushels in your tanks and money in your pocket. From securing your hybrid rice to free on-farm delivery, let Terry help you be more profitable this season. Delaplaine Seed Company.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen, and after 2 timeouts, we're going to get to see this 4th down and 3 play from Forrest City. Aikens and Aikens in the backfield. He's a little quarterback keeper. He is hit. He breaks a tackle, and he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Forrest City. Good run there by Aikens, running off the block from the running back, Aikens. And with 1:23 to play here in the first quarter, Forrest City pulls within 1. It's 7-6.
Just a phenomenal run there by Aiken. Just breaking tackles, piling over people. He just couldn't be stopped in that run. Finally found the end zone.
Yes, very good effort. Broke a tackle or two and made it in. So let's see if Forrest City has a field goal kicker. That's a big guy there, number 63, and he looked like he caught one of his offensive linemen in the hindquarters with that one. It did not go through the uprights, that's for sure. That's Donald Williams who was trying to kick that. So point after all of that explanation, the point after is no good. That's the bottom line. With 1:23 to play, your score, Nettleton 7, Forrest City 6. And Caleb, I've seen it happen a lot of times. Missed PATs come back to haunt a team, for sure. And whenever 2 teams are evenly matched, like Nettleton and Forrest City is, a lot of times that point after a touchdown makes a big difference in the outcome of a game.
You need every point that you can. You got to scrape together all the points. It's great for us that we have the advantage of having Michael Golden, who can go out and kick us a field goal, maybe put us up 3 points. But sometimes it's hard to find a kicker in high school.
It is. And Michael Golden is, I would rather have him as anybody in the state of Arkansas. He is very consistent. So Forrest City gets on the board, and they kick a little ground ball. It is taken by Kyle Tolley. Kyle Tolley weaving his way up to the 41-yard line, and that's where he is brought down by Forrest City's number 50, Kendall Williams. 12 yards on the return, and the Raiders with good field position, 1st and 10 at their own 41.
Forrest City, both times on both kickoffs, have just laid the ball on its side and just squibbed it up the middle, and I believe that might come back and hurt them, that they can't kick the deep ball and win us.
One thing, I think it may be just the kicker unable to kick it all that deep, but actually it's not that unwise of a strategy when you got Josie Perkins lurking back there. Give to Nathan Young, and, man, he has hit in the backfield this time. That's Buford, who with the tackle for a loss. It's a loss of 1. Loss of 2. It'll be 2nd down and 12.
Excellent penetration there by number 32. I'm not quite sure what his name is. Buford. By Buford. He just got through the tackles and made the first hit.
So it'll be 2nd down and 12 for the Raiders. Perkins in motion. Carter, Jaquan Dent in the backfield with him. And that'll be a free 5 yards right there as the Forrest City defender came in unabated.
That's a dead ball in any level right there.
Clock is rolling, and it should be stopped, but the clock is rolling. There, now they stopped it, 29.3 seconds. After the penalty, it'll be 2nd down and 7 for the Raiders. I like 2nd and 7 a whole lot better than 2nd and 12.
There's really almost no excuse for those penalties. You got to watch the ball.
Yeah, and that's the kicker there, 63, Donald Williams.
Forrest City had 19 penalties against Nettleton last year.
Last year, Forrest City had 19 penalties against the Raiders, and so far tonight they are not playing a very disciplined brand of football out there. So they're having a little issue with the clock. That's what's going on right now. He's trying to tell them to put 42 seconds on the clock. They put 32. Now then, there we go. Now we're at 42. I tell you, sometimes it takes a master's degree to run these new scoreboards. It's not an easy job for sure. Now we are ready to go. It's 2nd down and 7. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. In motion is Perkins. In the backfield that's Cam Scarlett. Cam Scarlett twisting and running his way to the 47-yard line. Buford on the stop. It's going to be 3rd down and 4 for the Raiders.
Not a bad run right there by Cameron Scarlett.
And the Raiders look like they're going to be content. Just let this clock roll down to signify the end of the first quarter, and it does. We're at 0-0. We're at the end of the first quarter. The Raiders win round 1. First quarter, your score, Nettleton 7, Forrest City 6. We'll be right back with more Raider football on NTV. And we welcome you back to Forrest City, Raider football on NTV. The start of the second quarter with Nettleton leading 7-6. 3rd down and 4. The Raiders are going to be moving right to left for this quarter. hopefully that brings them some good fortune running north to south. Rainy night, temperature at 54 degrees and steady showers out there. Good night to be in your warm, dry home watching Raider football on whatever device you happen to be watching tonight. Trying to draw them off sides, and looks like they were successful. And that penalty should give us a first down. It's 3rd and 4. 5-yard penalty for encroachment makes it first down. So by hook or by crook, the Raiders getting that, moving those chains.
Just stealing a first down there from them. They appear to be pretty antsy there on that defensive line. You know, we might run that hard count a couple times this drive.
I say keep on, make them stop the hard count. Keep on running it. We'll matriculate down the field 5 yards at a time.
Absolutely.
1st and 10. Perkins and Scarlett in the backfield with Carter. In motion is Perkins. Scarlett is hit immediately by Buford. This young man, Buford, he is racking up some tackles tonight for sure. Scarlett gains 2 on the play. It's 2nd down and 8.
Buford had that sniffed out beautifully. Kept his eyes on the ball and just met Cameron right there in the middle.
He's a good high school inside linebacker, this Buford, number 32. And I like that last name, Buford. There's not many people named Buford anymore. Glad to have the privilege of calling a Buford name tonight. Scarlett in the backfield. Nathan Young has been out for a considerable amount of time. Hopefully he's all right. Jet sweep right side, the outlaw Josie Perkins, and he is stopped by a whole host of Mustangs over there. Going to be no gain. It'll be 3rd down and 8.
All right, Mustang Nation, it's 3rd down.
Yeah, I see Nathan Young on the sideline over there. He's not getting any medical attention or anything. He's just taking a breather or getting a breather right now. 3rd down and 7 for the Raiders. Cam Scarlett in the backfield. Cade Carter from the gun. Devin Alexander far side. 3 receivers over here to the left. So far, the Raiders have not attempted a pass in this game. 3rd and 7 could be the first time, and it is. Carter, right side. It is complete. Actually, it's incomplete. He thought he caught it, but incomplete, intended for Devin Alexander, and it'll be 4th down and 7 for the Raiders. Offense off the field. Here comes the punting unit.
Not a whole lot of confidence from Cade. Looked like for me in that throw, he just kind of tried to flip it out there, trying to be slow with it so he made sure he had a grip, and it fell short.
Tell you, it's passing is going to be a very difficult challenge here tonight. Rain has just been steady ever since we got here. Scarlett's punt, angling toward the sidelines, goes out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Let's see where they give it to us. The line judge is at the 12-yard line, and that's where he's saying he thinks it went out of bounds. So nice job by Cam Scarlett. 1st and 10 Mustangs from their own 12.
Looks like that flag might be – it looked like it was on number 6, Kyle Tolley. Some words from each other, maybe a push or a shove or something.
That may be a little extracurricular activity. You can see some yellow fabric laying out there on the turf. After the play, the referees throwing the old hanky. And they are talking it over there, trying to figure out what they're going to do. It may be a situation where it's offsetting. I haven't really seen that this year, but one thing about it, this is it's a passionate game for sure. A lot of adrenaline flowing, a lot of testosterone out there on the field.
The way they're signaling, this might be against Forrest City.
The Forrest City guys are taking a step or two back. One thing about it, they're taking their time and discussing it. Here comes the man in the white hat. He's going to give us an indication. Personal foul against Forrest City. And they're backing it up. He made the declined and then sportsmanlike conduct maybe against Nettleton. So I believe that will be the old offsetting penalties. How about that? So much ado about nothing, honestly. It's just they kind of canceled each other out, and Forrest City will take over 1st and 10 on their own 12.
Shouldn't that be replayed though down offsetting penalties?
Must have happened after the play, otherwise it might be a replay of down. Fumbled snap. Akins, oh boy, howdy. Akins just hammered Joaquim the Dream. But Joaquim gets back up, and Cam Scarlett makes the tackle on the far side. A tackle for loss. It's going to be 2nd down and looks like 14. 2nd down and 13 for Forrest City.
Joaquim
took
block.
A lick. Joaquim took a lick there by Akins.
Block.
He said, "Nice to meet you, Mr. Joaquim the Dream Daniels. My name is Kadarius Akins."
Well, credit to Joaquim. He got up and he helped make that tackle.
He sure did. So good job, number 4.
Got to show some resilience. He did tonight.
2nd down and 13. Raider defense smelling some blood. Akins to pass. Oh, that's got to be an offensive pass interference right there. It looked to me like J.J. Brown might have thrown down Nettleton's number 5, Markellen Barber, but I'd be the first to admit I see this game through black and gold colored glasses.
I just believe Markell just kind of tripped there and
incidental contact.
Yeah.
Incidental contact.
Incidental contact there.
3rd down and 12. I'm the least objective sports journalist that there is. 3rd down and 3rd down and 13 for Forrest City. Big play right here. Raiders with 3 down linemen. Akins back to pass. And a little screen is a bad pass. I didn't see if it was partially deflected or if he just kind of lost the grip on it. He's a couple of times tonight, he's lost the handle on it. In any event, it's an incomplete pass, and it's going to be 4th down and 13 for Forrest City.
These conditions, Craig, it's just hard to throw the football in these conditions. You can't baby it and you can't overthrow it, or else it's just not going to be anywhere near accurate. So it looks like
7 back to play.
Jaquan Dent back deep for the Raiders. When the PA guy said his name, he got a cheer from the Forrest City side. He's undoubtedly got was almost blocked there, and Jaquan watches it go out of bounds. Thankfully, this time it doesn't roll out of bounds at the 1. It rolls out of bounds at about the 35-yard line as Charles Moore just very close to punting that. That would have been nice. The old block punt in the end zone, that would have been a good thing for the Raiders right there, Caleb.
We'll definitely switch some momentum to our side. Looks like it's going to be a pretty low-scoring game here.
7-6 with 9:53 remaining in the second quarter. However, the Raiders with an excellent opportunity to score. Great field position is 1st and 10 on the Mustang 36. Number 33 back out on the field. Nathan Young, Carter in the backfield with him. Carter from the gun. In motion, Devin Alexander. He gives to Nathan Young. Nathan Young running right side. He's got the first down, and he coughs the ball up, dribbling the ball down the turf. He picks up his own fumble and is eventually tackled about the 15-yard line. Falls on the 15-yard line. So it was a dangerous gain, but a good gain for the Raiders.
I got to give credit to this offensive line again here, Craig. They're pulling that right guard, and they're just creating holes for Nathan to run through, and they're wide open. They have not been able to stop our offensive line.
Great job over there by Moses Williams, Ryan Crawford. Cam Scarlett, the ball carrier, running right side. And he is tackled near the 10-yard line. It's actually marked down at about the 11. It's going to be a gain of 4, second down, and a gain of 5, second down and 5. And it's a good run there by Cam Scarlett.
Again, great blocking and a great run by Cam.
Nathan Young back into the game. This is his first game back. He's missed 3 weeks. They are using him judiciously here tonight. They give the ball to Nathan Young. He is met in the backfield by Buford. That's going to be a loss, I believe, of 1. And it's a third down. Nathan Young is slow to get up. Coach Hampton out there to check on him, and, man, let's hope that Nathan is all right. He is grabbing his left leg. And here's the part, Caleb, where I normally say, let's hope it's a cramp. Those cramps are extremely painful, and he is writhing in pain over there, but it is his left leg. Coach Hampton over there consoling him, telling him to breathe, and Nathan Young grabbing a hold of his left leg. Sure hate to see that. Nathan Young, very good young man. And he is setting up. He's been out for about a month, and he is receiving some help getting over to the end zone. Well, let's hope that Nathan's all right, and that's the first thing. Let's hope he's okay. Second thing, let's hope he gets back in this game, because let me tell you something, he makes a difference on this Raider football team. He is an outstanding back. He lost 1 on that play, and it's 3rd down and 6 for the Raiders. Cam Scarlett coming in to spell Nathan Young, who down with an injury. Devin Alexander, wide right, 2 receivers to the left. Tolly and Josie Perkins. Raiders have not completed a pass, and a encroachment penalty against the defense. I believe that's about the 3rd one that we've seen tonight. So
I believe that was the same guy.
It'll be 3rd down and 1
I
for the
believe
Raiders.
that was the same Mustang that has jumped off the other 2 times.
Might try to run that again. Perkins in motion, Scarlett in the backfield. Good short yardage back, Cam Scarlett. They give it to him. He makes a cut to his left and has his legs taken out from underneath him. He has the first down. He was tackled by number 31. That's Martez Buchanan. But it'll be 1st down and goal to go for the Raiders. Ball is marked at the 5-yard line. The Raiders with a chance to extend their 1-point lead with 8 minutes remaining in the first half. Perkins in motion. Carter on the keeper, and he is slung down, a gain of 1. Had the option of giving it to Perkins or giving it to Cameron, and he elected to keep the ball himself. It's going to be 2nd down and goal to go from the 4.
I think there was some miscommunication there.
Yeah, I'm not sure if maybe Cade was supposed to keep that ball or hand it off to Josie.
Yeah, it smelled like a busted play from here. The good news is we didn't fumble, we didn't turn it over. Good news is gained 1 yard, got 1 yard out of it. 2nd down and goal to go from the 4. Cam with the direct snap. He's bulling his way toward the end zone. The offensive line pushes him in. Cam Scarlett, touchdown. Give the assist to the offensive line. 7:01, touchdown Raiders. Big play, Cam Scarlett.
We're going to need 5 game balls after this game. We're going to give them all to the offensive line tonight.
Yes. Cam Scarlett was he was close to the goal line, but he'd get that extra push from that big offensive line. They just grabbed the running back and pushed him across the goal line. Michael Golden on to attempt the extra point.
Coach, give him extra gravy after the game.
Offensive line will be eating good if Coach Hampton has anything to do with it. He feeds them after a big play. Michael Golden boots the ball through the uprights, makes it look easy, and with 7:01 remaining in the second quarter, the Raiders now have a 14-6 lead. Good drive there by the Raiders. good to see Cam Scarlett, and let's hope that Nathan Young is okay.
4 yards on the run.
4 yards on that run from Cameron Scarlett. Well, should we say Cameron Scarlett or Cameron Scarlett and the offensive line on that run?
I'd say about the last 3 yards.
Yeah, I think he was hit about the 3-yard line, and that's when the Raider offensive line did the rest. They just they grabbed a hold of Cam Scarlett and they pushed him across the goal line. Hey, whatever it takes to get that ball into the end zone. Good job by that Raider offensive line.
Nettleton has just been executing play after play after play perfectly, except for that one play that we believe was busted by Cade. But other than that, we've just executed every play.
Even that busted play was a positive result, 1 yard. So
Nelson's already up to 108 yards rushing.
Raiders at 108 yards rushing. I would say probably 60 of that is Nathan Young.
91.
91 of that is Nathan Young, and Nathan injured on the previous series. Forrest City with a nice return out to the 46-yard line, and that's where they will take over 1st and 10. 6:52 to go in the first half.
28 yards on the return.
28 yards on that return.
And Mustangs from the 46.
Excellent blocking there by the Mustangs. Just getting their man and blocking upfield, creating holes and gaps for the runner to get up to the 46.
I want to consider kicking it through the end zone if you're going this way.
1st and 10 for the Mustangs. They have 6:52 remaining in the half.
Hot pass to Akins.
Akins, a flag on the play. And that is, I believe that one's going to be coming back. He gets first down yardage, but there is a flag back there in the offensive backfield.
Cam Scarlett got held.
And we believe holding is going to be the call against Forrest City, and there it is, holding against the Mustangs. That'll back them up 10 yards from the spot of that foul. And I tell you, fouls have been the Achilles heel of this Mustang team here tonight.
There's really almost no excuse for it, Craig.
First and 22.
So it'll be first down and 22.
You get that beautiful run there by Aikmans, and it's just negated by a simple hold.
Yeah, that's got to be demoralizing for the boys in blue. 6:35 now to play in the half. Game is moving along very briskly. A lot of running. Pass complete to Akins, looking for some room to run, and he is tackled by Charles Moore. He actually drags Charles Moore close to the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be 2nd down and 10 after a gain of 11.
I believe this is how we're going to have to pass the ball today, is just simple little pop passes or just screens, because it's way too hard to throw that deep ball here in this conditions.
Well, Forrest City wants to get the ball however they can into the hands of number 28. Nettleton's defense done a good job so far of stopping the run, so trying to get it to him. There's a big hole right there as I brag on how they're stopping the run. Close to the first down.
There is Akins again for the Mustangs.
They're going to measure this, I think.
Maybe an official's measurement. It looks like it's just a little bit short.
Oh, they're going to give it to him.
And
one official
they're going to go ahead and say first down Mustangs. It'll be 1st and 10 on the Raider 45.
That's a good call.
Actually, Raider 44 is where the ball is spotted. 5:35 and ticking. It would be good to get a defensive stop right here, as Forrest City will be receiving the kickoff in the 3rd quarter. Akins running left side. Cam Scarlett has a hold of him. Justin Livingston comes in with an assist. Also in on the stop for Nettleton is number 14, Dorian Tucker. Gain of 2, 2nd down and 8. 5:07 and ticking on the clock.
I really don't believe the Mustangs are going to have much success running up the middle, as we're loading the box there, and everybody's just stuffing every hole.
Nettleton doing a good job of using the weather to their advantage, working on stopping this Mustang run attack. Downfield intended for J.J. Brown, incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down and 7.
Not quite sure if that receiver didn't finish running his route or.
Well, it was a good job there by Markellen Barber and Dorian Tucker also on the D. Nice job by the Raider defensive secondary. 3rd down and 7. Clock stopped at 4 minutes and 42 seconds here in the second quarter.
That's a fake screen that Nettleton likes to run a lot.
Akins pitches to Akins. He's hit in the backfield, spins out of a tackle or two. He is tackled at about the 40-yard line. It's going to be 4th down and 6. Jorge Salas, Stephen Williams in on the stop. So 4th down and 6 with 4 minutes and 25 seconds and ticking. Believe Forrest City's probably going to go for this. And they are. 4th down and 6. Raider defense needing to step up to yet another challenge right here. Akins back to pass. Good coverage by the Raider defense. He is now going to try to run it. Cam Scarlett pushes him out of bounds, but I believe he might have made the 1st down before he hit the white sideline over there. Very good run by their quarterback, Akins. He knew where the 1st down marker was, and he got just enough. 1st and 10 for City.
Well, we got him out of the pocket, but we just didn't have any containment on him on the second level, and he just ran right up the sideline, got the 1st down.
3 minutes and 37 seconds. Clock is running. With him going out of bounds, I thought the clock would be stopped, but the clock is running right now. 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Not going to complain. It kind of works to our advantage. Pass complete to J.J. Brown. J.J. with a little bit of room to run. He's down to the 12-yard line. Tackled by Dorian Tucker. 3 minutes and 16 seconds on the clock as they move the chains. Forrest City not rolling over against the Raiders.
Looked like a slow developing play there, but the quickness and speed of that receiver, he just got upfield before anybody could touch him.
22 yards.
Gain of 22 on the play. Clock at 3 minutes and 7 seconds and rolling. 1st and 10 from the 12. Forrest City putting together a nice drive here before the half. Akins in the backfield and maybe a little chain malfunction on the far side. Officials timeout on the field. And he is the line judge over there working with the man holding the chains. Tough night tonight out there, chain gang guys. They're out there in the weather and the wind and the rain. Also want to say appreciation to Kobe Miller up top. He's on top of the press box, folks, tonight with this monsoon-like conditions, doing whatever it takes to bring Raider football to Raider Nation. 2 minutes and 55 seconds. Clock is rolling. It's 1st down and 10 from the 12. 3 backs in the backfield with Akins. He keeps it himself. And Cam Scarlett on the stop. Also Williams on the stop for the Raiders. He's inside the 10. It'll be a gain of 3, 2nd down and 7. Gain of 4, 2nd down and 6.
I believe we had that play sniffed out. Almost. He almost had a chance to go back to the right, but I think we covered that hole before it could really open up to anything that could be used.
3 backs in the backfield. In motion is Buford. Aiken rolling to his left. Wide open is number 5, and that is a touchdown for the Mustangs. Quentin Cottrell with a touchdown reception.
Beautifully drawn play there. He rolled out to the left. Cantrell Cottrell came off the block and into the flat. Read it perfectly.
Yeah, that's a very good call there by the Forrest City coaching staff. A little rollout to the left, and, man, they dialed that up at just the right time. Good call and good execution. Forrest City going for 2. And Akins dodges a couple of Nettleton tacklers and makes it into the end zone. 2-point conversion's good, and that makes the score 14-14 with 1:58 to play here in the first half. Good drive there by Forrest City. Nettleton had their chances to stop him. Had him 4th and 7, and he got 7 on that play. So the Mustangs, they did what they had to do and put together a very nice drive to tie this score up here before half. Nettleton does have 1:58. Nettleton does have the benefit of 2 timeouts, I believe. 2 timeouts left. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe we took 1 timeout earlier before that 4th down play. So plenty of time for this high-octane Nettleton Raider offense. They have not really opened up the passing section of their playbook yet. Maybe a good time to do so with 1:58 to play before half.
Just a well-called drive there. They dialed up everything they needed, and they executed every play.
Very good job by the Mustangs. Well, let's see if the Raiders can answer with less than 2 minutes. Taken at the 31 by Kyle Tolley. And Kyle is wrestled down at the 36, 5 yards on the return for Tolley. 1:51 to play. Raiders will take over 1st and 10 from their own 36.
One man just ran right by Kyle and just kind of stopped. Just missed a tackle, and I guess he just stopped.
Yes, I've seen a lot of weird things out there tonight. 1st and 10 for the Raiders. Carter in the backfield. In the backfield with him is Cam Scarlett. Kyle Tolley, wide left. Perkins and Alexander, wide right. Charles Moore lined up as tight end. Carter fakes a pass, gives to Cam Scarlett, runs straight up the gut, gains a couple, and it's going to be 2nd down and 8, I believe.
Barely 1 second and 9.
Carter and Scarlett in the backfield. Carter looking to pass, looking for Tolley. Tolley dives, does not make the catch, incomplete. As he was led a little bit too much. He was close to the 1st down marker, but incomplete pass, so all for naught. 1:22 to play here in the 2nd quarter.
I just do not believe that Cade really has any confidence throwing the football right now. It's just every pass has been short or on and off the mark.
Come on, Mustang Nation, make some noise.
A little bit of confusion on the offensive line for the Raiders. They're heavy right side. In motion, Perkins. Jet sweep, right side. Perkins with a little bit of room to run. Fights his way through 1 tackle. Gets close to the 1st down. It looks like it's going to be short. 4th down and 1 for the Raiders.
We just loaded the right side and went up, made our blocks, and opened up some holes for Josie Perkins, and we're only just 1 yard away. And Mr. Miller, I believe this is 4-down territory.
Well, there's less than a minute to play, and Forrest City goes ahead and takes a timeout. Nettleton's going to be talking it over there. 4th and 1. Going to be interesting to see what the Raider coaches call up. I tell you what, Forrest City takes a timeout. Let's take one, too. Less than a minute to play here in the first half. We're all tied up at 14. You're watching Raider football on NT.
Say being a Raider is about more than just going to school. They say being a Raider is about our community, about tradition. Kindergarten at Nettleton is about teachers that I love. Learning that is fun. It's really about pride in what we do and who we are becoming. Raider pride is justified. Raider pride forever.
And we welcome you back, Mustang Field. 4th down and 1. The Raiders going for it here. 59 seconds on the clock. Carter and Cam Scarlett in the backfield. In motion is Josie Perkins, and they're going to pick up the first down with yet another offsides penalty against Forrest City. That's one way to do it. During the break, we were talking, what are they going to do? What are they going to run? We thought they were going to give the ball to Cam. As it turned out, that discussion was moot.
Well,
they're going to draw them offsides.
I guess that's what Forrest City thought as well, and they were ready to blow up that offensive line and get in the backfield. But
so the fresh set of downs for the Raiders, who have it 1st and 10 right at midfield. Carter in the backfield, Cam Scarlett with him. 3 receivers out wide right. Carter looking that way, lets it fly. It is in and out of the hands of Charles Moore. I don't see any flags over there. It's going to be 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, that ball's got to have a little bit more of an arc on it, and you've got to lead them just a little bit more than that. The ball was a little bit short and could have been nearly picked off.
31 had the coverage on
that. I think right now you got to get the ball in Josie Perkins' hands, or maybe even to Kyle Tolley.
Raiders all bunched up right now. Nobody out wide. Well, there goes Cam Scarlett out wide left. Perkins and Tolley going out. Over the middle, the pass is almost picked off. It was intended for Charles Moore, and Buford knocked it down. It's going to be 3rd down and 10. 48.5 seconds left remaining before halftime.
Buford read that perfectly. I feel like we're going to say Buford's name all night. Kept his eyes on Cade in the backfield, and I just don't think Cade saw it.
3rd down and 10 for the Raiders. 48 seconds remaining on the clock. In motion is Perkins. He's out there with Alexander and Moore. Carter dropping back. Screen pass is complete to Scarlett. And Scarlett is tackled after a gain of 2 by number 25 from Forrest City. That's Marco Avant.
Read perfectly there by Marco. Just watched the receiver and played it perfectly. Great tackling.
That was their first completion.
Nettleton's first completion of the half. How about that? A high-octane offense all year long, but the first completion right here before, on the last play of the 4th quarter, basically. Nettleton's going to let the clock run down to 0. Play clock and game clock at 3, 2, 1, and the first half will end right there, 14-14. We knew it was going to be a slugfest. We knew it was going to be a tight game, and this one's going according to Hoyle here tonight. 14-14 at half. We'll let you hear from some of our sponsors. We'll come back with the halftime show after these words from our messages from Forrest City. Craig Miller, Caleb Manning, Raider football on NTV.
They say being a Raider is about more than just going to school. They say being a Raider is about our community, about tradition. Kindergarten at Nettleton is about teachers that I love, learning that is fun. It's really about pride in what we do and who we are becoming. Raider pride is justified. Raider pride forever.
So don't forget it. Mr. Miller lost his voice. No problem. I'll send in the replacements.
Woo! Woo, Daddy Mercy. Mercy, woo, Daddy. Handsome Johnny. How the heck do you edit on this thing?
Mr. McGrew, you're in photo booth.
What? This son of a...
Hey, that's all right. Good try, but I'll take it from here.
Raider pride.
It's justified.
Collision Repair is celebrating their 40th anniversary. For 40 years, Collision Repair has had your back. getting your repairs done quickly using the best tools and technology. They've been able to keep you updated online throughout the repair process. No matter what the bad guys try, Collision Repair works with your insurance to make sure you don't have
the worst experience possible.
Here's the Collision Repair on their 40th anniversary.
Your friendly neighborhood body shop.
Uh-oh, guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody? Julie, hey, guess what day it is? Oh, come on, I know you can hear me. Mike. What day is it, Mike? Hey, Leslie, guess what day it is?
It's game day.
Jalen, how happy are students that go to Nettleton?
I'll say happier than DJ on game day.
Game day!
Be happy, be a Raider. Raider pride is justified.
For Terry Gray, rice farming isn't a profession, it's a way of life. As owner of Delaplaine Seed Company, Terry's been the region's rice tech leader for more than a decade. In the summer, Terry's not behind a desk. He can be found in rice fields giving advice, or he can be on your farm helping you put more bushels in your tanks and money in your pocket. From securing your hybrid rice to free on-farm delivery, let Terry help you be more profitable this season. Delaplaine Seed Company.
I'm a little bit country.
I'm a little bit rock and roll.
I love the height of feeling of a great drop.
When I sing my alma mater, I feel it all night long.
I love my school with all my heart and soul.
I know I'm gonna be alright.
Wherever I go.
I'm a little bit country.
And a little bit rock and roll.
From the first time you held on to the time you let go, life is a series of unforgettable firsts. The ones that are planned and the ones that take you by surprise. We celebrate and support these firsts as we travel this journey with you, because firsts are what life is all about. First Community Bank, where community comes first.
Front Page Cafe, home of the flying rolls. That's right, a place where the food comes flying to you, and it's good enough to eat. Front Page Cafe is also famous for our all-you-can-eat pass-arounds that come with every lunch or dinner. Lunch specials start at just $6.99. That includes a meal, flying rolls, and all the pass-arounds you can eat. So get your next home-cooked meal at Front Page Cafe. And don't forget, we've got the best old-fashioned breakfast in town. Front Page Cafe, home of the flying rolls.
Looking for a school can be like super overwhelming. You kind of have those fears as a parent that, oh my gosh, the school that I'm going to pick, it's going to determine their future and everything else. You know, it's a big choice that you have because you want to make sure you're going to put them in a school where they can continue their whole journey. I'm really super glad we started at Nettleton. It was relief that we had found a school where we felt comfortable sending our child. I felt like any situation he'd get put into, he would be able to succeed.
Hi, I'm Mike Wessel, owner of Hilltop Fitness. I am the former University of Arkansas strength conditioning coach, former Ultimate Fighter contestant, UFC fighter, and Bellator competitor. I offer at Hilltop Fitness many different programs, from kids programs in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, kids boxing, and kids strength conditioning and athletic training, as well as adult kickboxing classes and adult Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu classes. If you have any fitness needs or fitness goals, I'm the person to come to. The gym is open 24 hours a day. You can come in anytime, and if you're looking for that extra motivation, that extra push, no matter how bad a shape you're in, we can help you. And if Craig Miller can come to the gym and get in shape, you can do it as well.
Hilltop Fitness, 1712 North Old Greensboro Road, Jonesboro, Arkansas.
Is Raider pride truly justified at Nettleton High School? Does John Adams play a mean fiddle?
That's how you do it, son.
Nettleton High School, where Raider pride is justified.
Well, I'm headed to my high school, so happy. I got ready to P-R-I-D-E. We can shoot the hoop and swing the bat. I bet you wish your school was cool like that. Nettleton High School is for me. We got Raider pride, baby. Only school with MTV. Coolest school in history. Now you know our black colors falling deep. When you come into our house, you know you're gonna get beat. Nettleton High School is for me. We got Raider Pride, baby.
Nettleton TV production, Raider Pride Justified.
Yeah, we Raiders got the comfort ship, loaded. Everybody wants to be a show, about it. Raider Pride in the building, yeah, I know it. Oh yeah, Raider Nation till the day it's over.
Raider Pride, justified, got it on my side. 6 side, beat a guy, run up and you get a high. Pass us the ball, and I'ma score it like.
What y'all know about 5th period Raider Pride? Hop up on the field, you might just have to juke and jive. Every day, yeah, I rectify. Cause yeah, you know we 5th period, yeah, we make it live.
What is America? Is it a bald eagle soaring over a Virginian sunrise?
I'll tell you what America is, brother. America is getting your truck fixed up at Russell's Truck Accessories.
Russell's Truck Accessories?
Yeah, Russell's Truck Accessories. They got chrome and aluminum wheels. They got big old mud crawling tires. They got lift kits so you can look down on the vegans and commies in their little compact cars. Russell's Truck Accessories. It's more American than Ronald Reagan playing home run derby with John Wayne.
Russell's Truck Accessories is located on South Stadium in Jonesboro.
God bless America and God bless Russell's Truck Accessories.
Raider Pride.
Raider Pride.
Yeah, Raider Pride. Raider Pride. Raider Pride.
Raider Pride.
Raider Pride.
Man, our school's pretty amazing.
I know. Kind of makes you just want to
break into song?
I like the faculty.
I like NTV.
I like the principal.
Although he paddled me.
We love the black hole. We love our sports teams. Raider Pride, Raider Pride, Raider Pride, Raider Pride.
I like the lunchroom.
I like learning.
We love Nettleton. We love our family. Raider Pride, Raider Pride, Raider Pride, Raider Pride.
In a world where trends come and go, there is one force that has remained strong for over a century. Raider Pride.
Raider Pride, we got some. Raider Pride, we got some. Raider Pride, we got some.
It has withstood tornadoes, witnessed a king, and welcomed new technology. It won't be stopped. It can't be stopped. Raider Pride is forever. The heart of a Raider is strong and tenacious. It doesn't quit when the going gets tough. The heart of a Raider is faithful and true. It doesn't forget where it comes from. The heart of a Raider is friendly and kind. It makes friends easily and treats others with love and respect. It fights harder, stands taller, and strives for victory with no fear of defeat. The heart of a Raider belongs to Nettleton, where Raider Pride is justified.
First time you held on to the time you let go. Life is a series of unforgettable firsts, the ones that are planned and the ones that take you by surprise. We celebrate and support these firsts as we travel this journey with you, because firsts are what life is all about. First Community Bank, where community comes first.
For Terry Gray, rice farming isn't a profession. It's a way of life. As owner of Delaplaine Seed Company, Terry's been the region's rice tech leader for more than a decade. In the summer, Terry's not behind a desk. He can be found in rice fields giving advice, or he can be on your farm helping you put more bushels in your tanks and money in your pocket. From securing your hybrid rice to free on-farm delivery, let Terry help you be more profitable this season. Delaplaine Seed Company.
What is America? Is it a bald eagle soaring over a Virginian sunrise?
I'll tell you what America is, brother. America is getting your truck fixed up at Russell's Truck Accessories.
Russell's Truck Accessories?
Yeah, Russell's Truck Accessories. They got chrome and aluminum wheels. They got big old mud crawling tires. They got lift kits so you can look down on the vegans and commies in their little compact cars. Russell's Truck Accessories. It's more American than Ronald Reagan playing home run derby with John Wayne.
Russell's Truck Accessories is located on South Stadium in Jonesboro.
God bless America and God bless Russell's Truck Accessories.
Collision Repair is celebrating their 40th anniversary. For 40 years, Collision Repair has had your back, getting your repairs done quickly using the best tools and technology. They've been able to keep you updated online throughout the repair process. No matter what the bad guys try, Collision Repair works with your insurance to make sure you don't have
the worst experience possible.
Here's the Collision Repair on their 40th anniversary.
Your friendly neighborhood body shop.
Front Page Cafe, home of the flying rolls. That's right, a place where the food comes flying to you, and it's good enough to eat. Front Page Cafe is also famous for our all-you-can-eat pass-arounds that come with every lunch or dinner. Lunch specials start at just $6.99. That includes a meal, flying rolls, and all the pass-arounds you can eat. So get your next home-cooked meal at Front Page Cafe. And don't forget, we've got the best old-fashioned breakfast in town. Front Page Cafe, home of the flying rolls.
Hi, I'm Mike Wessel, owner of Hilltop Fitness. I am the former University of Arkansas strength and conditioning coach, former Ultimate Fighter contestant, UFC fighter, and Bellator competitor. I offer at Hilltop Fitness many different programs, from kids programs in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, kids boxing, and kids strength and conditioning and athletic training, as well as adult kickboxing classes and adult Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu classes. If you have any fitness needs or fitness goals, I'm the person to come to. The gym is open 24 hours a day. You can come in anytime, and if you're looking for that extra motivation, that extra push, no matter how bad a shape you're in, we can help you. And if Craig Miller can come to the gym and get in shape, you can do it as well.
Hilltop Fitness, 1712 North Old Greensboro Road, Jonesboro, Arkansas.
Stadium here in Forrest City, Arkansas, where the Nettleton Raiders and the Forrest City Mustangs have battled to a 14-14 tie at halftime. This is the Consolidated Insurance Halftime Show, brought to you by my great friends Randy and Lennon Johnson at Consolidated Insurance. For all your insurance needs, look them up on Facebook, Consolidated Insurance. Give them a holler. Whether it be home, life, auto, they can handle all your insurance needs at Consolidated Insurance. We are tied 14-14 here on the half. Nettleton received the opening kickoff and just marched the ball right down the field. Nathan Young, number 33, back after a month-long absence, and boy, he was chomping at the bit to get in there, and he flat out did the work for the Raiders on that first drive. He punched in a rushing touchdown, making it 7-0 with 10:09 remaining in the first quarter. Then Forrest City answered with a rushing touchdown of their own from the quarterback, Akins, making the score 7-6 after the PAT was blocked by the rear end of one of the offensive linemen for Forrest City. One of the first times I've ever seen a posterior block a PAT. I did see it here tonight, folks. Second quarter, Cam Scarlett with a 4-yard touchdown run. Cam Scarlett with a 4-yard touchdown run.
I think you're in the wrong way.
I think, okay, hey, well, I'm going to say many apologies if you just listen to a bunch of silence. Let me say my apologies. I think I might have pushed the wrong button. I'm just going to start the Consolidated Insurance halftime show over again. We're here at halftime. It's 14-14. Nettleton scored first. Nathan Young with a rushing touchdown with 10:09. Akins responded for Forrest City, making the score 7-6 after the missed PAT. In the second quarter, Cam Scarlett comes in, and he has a 4-yard running touchdown, makes the score 14-6 after the Michael Golden PAT. And then Forrest City with an excellent last-minute drive with 1 minute and 58 seconds remaining on the clock in the second quarter. Their quarterback, Kendall Akins, found number 5, Quentin Contrail for a touchdown pass. 2-point conversion was good, and that's what has set the score at 14-14. We're about 3 minutes away from the kickoff. Let me tell you some stats for the Mustangs. They have 129 yards in the first quarter. Kendall Akins, the quarterback, the star of the game for sure for them. He has a rushing touchdown and a passing touchdown. He has rushed the ball 7 times for 24 yards, and he is 6 of 11 for 83 yards from the air. And let me tell you something, that takes some doing on a night like tonight. Hurricane-type conditions out there. Am I overstating that when I say it's hurricane conditions here? It is really coming down right now for sure, but I wouldn't say it's hurricane. Maybe a monsoon. Maybe it's, like if you're in like a southeastern Asian country, this is the type of weather you'd be facing in the monsoon season. I do want to say a shout out to Colby Miller, who is up top running the camera. He's getting a high five from Caleb Manning right now here in the Consolidated Insurance broadcast booth. Cold Dirty, sometimes it stinks when your dad's the TV teacher at Nettleton, and this is one of those nights for poor Cold Dirty. He's up there in the 50-degree rain, and it doesn't get much more miserable than that for Cold Dirty, but he's doing a good job up there. As far as the Nettleton Raiders stats go, they have 120 yards offense. 117 of that is on the ground, just unable to get anything going in the air in this wind and this rain out there. Nathan Young, 12 carries for 91 yards and a touchdown. And, man, he has really looked good running the ball. Unfortunately, in the second quarter, Nathan Young went down with an injury. No word on how severe, no word on what the injury was, but it looked like it was his left leg, and I believe it was his left knee that he'd been having problems with all year long. He just got cleared to play after about a month-long absence tonight, and as we said, man, he was looking good running the ball, but he was hit hard and had to be helped off the field. So no word if we're going to see number 33 back for the Raiders tonight, or for that matter for the rest of the season. We're hoping that Nathan is all right. I do know that on more than one occasion this year he's been helped off the field and then came back out and continued to play. He definitely has the heart of a champion. He has the will to get back out there, and let's hope that Nathan Young is all right, because we definitely miss him whenever he's not out there. Doing a good job spelling Nathan all year long has been Cam Scarlett. Cam has 10 carries for 18 yards and a touchdown. 16 yards. Six carries for 18 yards and a touchdown. Appreciate Sean Saunders from the Jonesboro Sun helping us out with the stats. Does a great job for us all. Every Friday night he hangs out with us in the NTV broadcasting booth, and it is great to have the Jonesboro Sun doing a fantastic job. They've done so for years, covering the Nettleton Raiders, and they're continuing that great tradition. Appreciate Sean helping us out here tonight. The referees are out on the field. The Forrest City Mustangs have getting ready to receive the kickoff. Michael Golden and the Raiders are getting ready to kick the thing off. And joining me here in the broadcast booth is Caleb Manning. Caleb, good first half of football for the Raiders and for Forrest City. It's a very competitive game here after one half.
Yeah, both offenses looked fantastic. They were both executing all the plays that they were needing to execute. The only problem for Forrest City, though, is just the penalties they racked up. what was it, 9 penalties?
7 penalties for 61 yards.
7 penalties for 61 yards. That can be a killer in a close game like this.
Yes, and let's hope that those penalties that Forrest City's been committing, may their tribe increase. That's what I say as a Nettleton Raider fan. Michael Golden kicks a squibbler. It is off of a Mustang, and looks like there's a fumble on the play, a scrum, but the blue shirts do fall on it. It's going to be Mustang ball. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line, 36-yard line for Forrest City. Interesting, Michael has not really just boomed one tonight. He's been trying to squib it, and I tell you, that right there almost worked out. It bounced off of his chest. Unfortunately, not far enough for a man in a white shirt to get on top of it.
I believe the special teams tonight, Mr. Miller, it's going to make the difference. We had that first punt by Forrest City that pinned Nettleton all the way on the 1-yard line.
Right.
So I believe that special teams will dictate how this game is going to turn out.
Very important for sure as we get ready to start the third quarter.
I'm going to expect Kevontae
Buford in the backfield. The left-handed Akins, plenty of time to throw, and he decides he's going to run it. He runs through the arm tackle of Tommy Scarborough. Cam Scarlett eventually pushes him out of bounds. Big gain, first down, Forrest City. Young man has had himself a game tonight, has Akins, and he starts off the third quarter with a 28-yard run.
That was good blocking by the Mustangs from their O-line. They, in the misdirection on the right side, faking the screen pass, he eventually rolled out after some pressure and had green grass ahead of him.
Yeah, a lot of it. So 1st and 10 inside Raider territory. It'll be 1st and 10 on the Raider 42. Gives to Akins, and Akins makes it down to the 25-yard line. Stephen Williams on the stop for the Raiders. Look like Joaquim Daniels also on the play. Gain of 11, another first down.
Excellent blocking by Forrest City again. Pulled the right guard and made that block on the outside back. Opened up the hole right there on the left side.
1st and 10 for Forrest City as they are moving the ball with relative ease here on their first drive of the second half. Akins and Akins in the backfield. Quarterback Akins on the keeper, and he is tackled by Charles Moore. Charles Moore comes up with the ball, it looked like, but he was down whenever it came loose. Penalty markers down, holding against Forrest City. So there's that penalty problem that Forrest City has had all night long.
And it's not the kind of penalty that you would want.
Yeah, they've had some big penalties tonight for sure. There was a block in the back that accounted for 23 yards, and that was whenever they were in the Raider red zone. That one really hurt them.
Now first and 20. I expect to see another pass play here. Probably maybe another screen, maybe another fake screen. Been working out for them.
This time they give to Kadarius Akins. That is never a bad call right there. And he is gain of about 10. He's close to the original line of scrimmage. Actually, it's a gain of 12. It's going to be 2nd down and 8.
There's a beautiful run right there by Akins.
2nd and 8 for the Mustangs.
Skates.
Akins and Akins in the backfield for Forrest City. Gives to Akins running right side. He bounces off Stephen Williams. Jaquan Dent tackles him out of bounds, but not before a gain of about 11 and a first down.
That kid is just hard to tackle. A couple good stiff arms there by Akins, and again, just great blocking. I don't know how many times that I can harp on both offensive lines for Forrest City and Nettleton. The blocking has just looked amazing tonight.
1st down and 10 for Forrest City on the Raider 12-yard line.
Akins
first 3 carries of this half, 11, 13, and 11 yards.
Aiken moving the chains, 3 straight carries for Forrest City. Give to him again. He cuts up the middle, and he is tackled inside the 5. He's down to about the 2. I believe that's going to be a first down and goal.
Looks like it could be about a yard short.
It'll be first down and goal to go from the Raider 2-yard line.
Just poor tackling there by the Raiders, and although Aikman's is very shifty and hard to bring down, it's just we kind of had him stopped there in that B gap, and he just kept trucking through.
He's a good back. We knew it coming in. He's rushed for over 1,200 yards this season. Very tough to stop. This time it is Kendall Aikens with the keeper, and Forrest City gets on the board first, and they take their first lead of the ball game with 9:51 remaining in the third quarter. Kendall Aikens with his 3rd touchdown of the night. That makes the score 20-14, and Forrest City, who seemed to struggle with their kicking earlier, and they're going to go for 2. Full house backfield. And it looks like the not sure exactly what is going on. A little bit of confusion on the Raider side, it looks like, before this 2-point conversion. Aiken, option play. Quarterback decided to keep it, and he is stopped. Good job by Cam Scarlett. Jacob Taylor also in on the stop over there. So with 9:51 remaining in the third quarter, 2-point conversions no good, and that results in a 20-14. That results in the score staying 20-14. And hey, Caleb, you've talked all night about special teams, how important it is, and let's hope that that play right there factors in big to the outcome of this game, unable to get the points after the touchdown.
It was a great read there by Cameron Scarlett, who wasn't fooled by the option, and it was just another bad read by Kendall Aikmans. He was trying to get the backer, I guess, to bite on the run. He didn't bite. So he probably should have given the ball off in that.
Good job by the Raider defense, and that was a huge play right there. So Forrest City with an impressive drive just took the ball and moved it at will against the Raiders. Let's see if how the Raiders respond.
Very efficient drive by Forrest City, just pounding the ball down Nettleton's throat. And
5 minutes and 9 seconds off the clock. I mean, that's quick drive for sure. Ball is fielded at the 35. Devin Alexander, and he is tackled at the 40-yard line. Raiders will take over 1st and 10. So the Raiders, they are, you may not be able to tell it on your broadcast, but it is really raining out there, and the wind is coming from the north to south, looks like. The Raiders are going into the winds, what I'm trying to say. So passing may be a challenge here in this quarter for the Raiders. Carter in the gun. In the backfield with him is sophomore Cam Scarlett. 1 receiver to the left, 2 to the right. See if the Raiders open up the passing game a little bit here. They do, but it's a pass that's too low, intended for Josie Perkins. It's going to be 2nd down and 10. I like the idea, just as we said all night long, it's a tough night to be trying to throw the football around out there. Especially here in the third quarter whenever we are going into the wind. You could tell that ball was just sort of knocked down by Mother Nature. Carter in the gun, Scarlett to his right. Two receivers to the right, one to the left. Carter again to throw. Over the middle. It's complete to the outlaw Josie Perkins. Perkins at the 20, 15, 10. Touchdown Raiders. No flags anywhere on the field. 60 yards, and there is that potent Raider passing offense finally showing up here with 9:31 remaining in the third quarter. The Raiders with a chance to take the lead once more. That was quick, Caleb.
Cade Carter hit Josie right where he wanted it. As we're pulling up the replay here.
Well, we're a little bit tardy on the replay, but you saw it live, and that was just a heck of a pass by Cade Carter to the outlaw Josie Perkins. The kick is up and good, nearly blocked, but that is 21-20. That was some weird things going on there on the Raider offensive line. But Carter with a long touchdown pass. How many yards was that? 60-yard touchdown pass to Josie Perkins. And after the Michael Golden, man, that guy, he's rock solid. Michael Golden with the PAT gives Nettleton a 1-point lead with 9:31 in the third quarter. Good to see the Raiders opening up the playbook and throwing the ball downfield successfully, especially against this awful weather tonight.
It's excellent that Nettleton comes out and just responds. You're going to get knocked down a few times. It's just how you respond through the adversity. So we come out and we take back the lead 21-20. 20-second drive. Man, I'd like to have a few more of those.
Not exactly a time control offense here for Nettleton. They quick strike. One thing I like about this PA guy here at Forrest City, he's doing a good job of keeping us up to date on all the scores in the 5A East. At halftime, Valley View over Greene County Tech, 27-0. At halftime, win over Paragould Big. Batesville and Blytheville, that's a game I was kind of interested in. I believe he did touch it. The ball goes out of bounds. Well, there's the flag, so evidently there was no contact made over there. So it'll be 1st and 10. Forrest City on the 35 is Michael Golden electing not to kick the ball into the teeth of this wind. Very, very, very rough weather night. Kathleen Arnold sent me a message, said, can't hear you 18 minutes ago. I think that must have been at the halftime show where I had my audio off. Thank you so much, Miss Kathleen. I appreciate you watching and helping us out, doing all you can to help us. Ryan Bell, our director, did a good job of spotting that. He gave me one job to do. He said, Mr. Miller, you're in charge of the soundboard tonight. Don't screw up. Well, it didn't take me long to screw up. So thank you, Miss Kathleen, for helping us out. And thank you to everybody who's watching the ball game tonight. Aikens breaking some tackles and making it to the 42-yard line. Flag after the play. Little mouthing going on, it looks like. A couple of Forrest City players with a little bit of talking.
Buford. He came out of that little crowd and he was shaking his head and appeared to be a little disgruntled.
Yeah, personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct against Forrest City. And, man, the penalties have hurt Forrest City all night long, and that's just a dumb one right there.
That's definitely something that just cannot happen. Absolutely zero excuses for Buford all night. He's been animated, and I wouldn't say disrespectful. However, he's been animated and turnt, as the children like to say. But he's out there, and he's, I guess, just not happy with the run, or I'm not sure.
Don't know what he had to be upset about, but it's 2nd down and 18 after the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. Aikens in the backfield, Buford with him. Under pressure, the pass is caught. And it's incomplete. He's saying he caught it. It is incomplete. He caught it off the bounce. How about that? And thankfully, Raider fans, that doesn't count. That's number 1. I don't have a name for number 1 on my roster.
It's a great job by Kendall Aitman just giving time for his receivers to get open. He finally got number one out there in the middle of the field. Just passes just a little bit too short.
It'll bring up 3rd down and 18 for Forrest City, and Nettleton has just taken a 21-20 lead. They need to get a stop right here. Going under center, I formation. It's the old 27 sweep right there. Somewhere Dale Lipford and Brian Webb are smiling. Jacob Taylor and Charles Moore on the stop, and it's going to be 4th down and 11, it looks like.
Charles Moore's going to be sore after this.
Some smash mouth football here by the Mustangs, just
going with
giving them the ball and
going with the old I formation. Haven't seen that one in a long time.
Going to hit somebody, Aikmans.
4th down and 12. That was the offense Coach Darrell Dover ran back in the 80s. I formation, pro set. 4th down and 12 for Forrest City. Jaquan Dent, it's a low punt, a grounder, fielded. Good job getting that ball away, and Jaquan Dent just letting it roll, and man, does it ever take a Forrest City roll. Down to the 16-yard line. That's where Nettleton will take over 1st and 10.
Punting is a lost art, Craig. Let me tell you what. That was a beautiful punt.
It was.
Pinning Nettleton right behind their 20, near the 17, looks like.
Well, earlier he pinned Nettleton at their 1-yard line, and that's a 53-yard punt. This one's a 50-yard punt, and they did a good job of flipping the field there. So Nettleton, who scored on a 22nd drive their last possession, they do get a big defensive stop. They got it 1st and 10, and there's a penalty being called against Nettleton. They're backing it up. Sean, he did this right here, and I'm not sure what that is. He put his hands behind him. I don't know what that.
We had that last week against Greene County Tech.
I don't know what the penalty was, but it was against the Raiders.
We looked it up last week. I cannot remember it for the life of me.
I'll tell you this: if it stumps Sean Saunders, it's an obscure penalty. And officials talking about it. In any event, it backs them up 5 more yards. The Raiders are going to take over 1st and 10. Actually, maybe a half the distance type penalty.
Yep, it's half the distance.
Yeah, so it's going to be 1st and 10 Nettleton from their own 9.
At the 9, yes.
So the 8-yard penalty, and Carter takes the snap from the 3, gives to Cam Scarlett, running left side, and he is thrown down by Buford. Maybe a gain of 1. Maybe no gain. It's a gain of 1. It'll be gain of a couple, actually. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
Mr. Murray, I looked up that signal, and it is sideline interference.
Sideline interference. That's right. You're right. That was called last week at Greene County Tech. Good job by Caleb Manning. Pass complete to Devin Alexander out across the 20-yard line, the 27, and that's going to be a 1st down for Nettleton. Good little slant pattern there by Alexander. Great pass by Cade Carter. Gain of 16, 1st down Raiders.
I believe Cade is starting to get the feel for the football in this rain, and if he can do that, then that can open up the playbook, and we can definitely start getting some passes out there, spreading the field.
7:19 to play and ticking.
Devin's first grab in 2 weeks.
Carter gives to Cam Scarlett, running left side. He gains a couple of yards, and it's going to be 2nd down and 8. Buford with the tackle.
Buford's been everywhere all over this field, and I mean, he's a playmaker. Not afraid to hit somebody.
Might call that a gain of 1. It's 2nd down and 9. Carter and Scarlett in the backfield. Perkins in motion. Carter back to pass. Throwing over the middle. He's got Charles Moore wide open. Charles Moore at the 30, at the 20, at the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown Raiders. Cade Carter was hammered after the throw, but he's all right. He gets up. He's happily jogging down the field. So Cade Carter, a 72-yard touchdown pass to Charles Moore, and the Raiders up 27-20 after the longest reception of Charles Moore's career.
That ball could have very nearly been picked off by the defensive back, but he turned the opposite way. He turned to his left side instead of just staying the way he was looking. He could have picked that ball off. Instead, it turns into a Nettleton touchdown.
I'm glad he didn't do that. It looks like a little bad snap there. Tommy Scarborough trying to throw the ball for a 2-point conversion, and it is no good. So a special teams miscue cost the Raiders, and instead of it being 28-20, it is 27-20. The Raiders putting 6 points on the board here in the third quarter, 6:25 to play. Tommy tried to roll to his right, find a receiver, but there's a reason that Tommy doesn't play quarterback.
Yes.
Houston Astros lead the Washington Nationals 2-0. Bottom of the fourth. World Series game 30.
Wow, that was a big pop.
The PA guy keeping us updated on the World Series score here tonight as well, Caleb.
Who do you think is going to win the World Series, Mr. Miller?
I think that Washington's going to win the first 2 games.
Okay.
I'll tell you that much.
All right.
I tell you, I honestly, I thought the Astros were going to come in and roll them, but you see how wrong I've been so far.
Well, Houston is up 2-0 right now, and bottom of the fourth.
Yep.
But
oh my gosh, yeah, it's freaking.
Yeah, the rain is really coming down out here at Forrest City. 55 degrees, rainy and windy. Called his name a couple of times. Want to do it again. Colby Miller doing a good job running the camera for us up top. Forrest City's return snuffed out by the Raiders at the 38-yard line, and that's where the Mustangs will take over 1st and 10. Brown on the return, 12 yards on the return, 1st and 10 at the 38. I tell you this, it makes me feel better as a Cardinal fan seeing Washington defeat the Astros the first 2 games.
I definitely believe the Nationals are they just want it more. You know, it's their first time in the World Series, and they're antsy and they're ready to win something.
It's like a certain team back in 2016.
Let's not talk about 2016. Sean Saunders, a noted Cub fan up here, talking about the 2016. Aiken on the carry, and he is wrestled down by a host of Raiders. Somebody lost their helmet out there. I believe that's Jorge Salas, who lost his lid. He's going to have to head to the sideline and take a breather over there.
Jacob Taylor and Charles Moore on the tackle.
Jacob Taylor and Charles Moore are on the tackle.
Excellent blocking.
Javante Wallace coming in.
Excellent blocking up there by the O-line, just making a great hole for Aikmans to run through, and that he did.
2nd down and 3. 3 receivers near side. Little quarterback draw, and Aikens makes a business decision and gets out of bounds right in front of Joaquin the Dream and Jaquan Dent. 1st down for Forrest City.
Great penetration there by number 53.
Forrest City got the opening kickoff in the 3rd quarter, and, man, they just shoved it right down the Raiders' collective throats. Nettleton, since then, has answered with 2 consecutive touchdowns, and they've taken a 27-20 lead, 5:44 remaining here in the 3rd quarter.
I got number 24, actually.
Javante Wallace.
Or Javante Wallace actually got in the backfield and made a hit, missed the tackle.
Nice block out there, and Aikens off to the races. He is pushed out of bounds over there by Stephen Williams, and there is a flag on the play. Might have been a face mask over there on the far sideline. It was too far for me to see what happened. Yeah, face mask against Nettleton.
Face mask on the Raiders.
Let's hope that's a 5-yard 5-yard penalty. 22 yards on that carry. Going to be a 5-yard penalty, and Forrest City threatening here with 5:35 remaining to go in the third quarter. They have the ball on the Raiders 12, 1st and 10.
Excellent blocking by the receivers over there. Had it just kept that cornerback from making a play on Aikman's just long enough for him to get around him.
Give is to Akins up the middle. He's tackled by Charles Moore. Joaquim Daniels also in on the stop. Joaquim Daniels making the big hit. Joaquim lost his helmet, and by rule, you lose your helmet, you got to go set out a play. Joaquim jogging to the sideline. Markellen Barber coming in to spell him. It's 2nd down and 7 for the Mustangs. Rain really coming down, wind whipping out there. Good night to be watching Raider football on Nettleton television. Give to Aiken, looking for some room. Jacob Taylor wraps him up, and from his knees, Jacob Taylor brings him down.
Aikens on the carry. Short gain. 3rd down, Mustangs.
Maybe a gain of 1. It'll be 3rd down and 6 for Forrest City.
Excellent stop there by Jacob Taylor, just grabbing onto Aikman's and not letting him go.
Well, they call Jacob Taylor the Iron Man for a reason. Young man plays hard. He plays every snap, both sides of the ball. He's been a key part of the Raiders' success this year. 3rd down and 4. Once again, under center, I formation, rolling left. Little bootleg pass, and is knocked away by Markellen Barber. Great defensive play by Nettleton's number 5, Markellen Barber. He saved a touchdown right there. Good job, Markellen Barber.
Absolutely, Craig. That was an absolutely amazing play by Markell. Just stuck that hand out there. Last second, great timing. Swatted it away before the receiver could catch it.
It'll bring up 4th down and 6 from the 8-yard line. 4 minutes and 17 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Big play right here as Forrest City going for it on 4th and 7. They take a hard count. Nettleton, with good discipline on the defensive line, does not bite. Good job there by the defensive lineman. And Forrest City takes a timeout. We're going to take a break, too. We're going to let you hear from one of our great sponsors. 4:17 remaining here in the third quarter. Nettleton up 27-20. You're watching Raider football on NTV.
Page Cafe, home of the Flying Rolls. That's right, a place where the food to you, and it's good enough to eat. Front Page Cafe is also famous for our all-you-can-eat pass-arounds that come with every lunch or dinner. Lunch specials start at just $6.99. That includes a meal, flying rolls, and all the pass-arounds you can eat. So get your next home-cooked meal at Front Page Cafe. And don't forget, we've got the best old-fashioned breakfast in town. Front Page Cafe, home of the Flying Rolls.
And we welcome you back to Raider football on NTV. So glad to have all of you watching. I hadn't been able to look at the YouTube chat the last few minutes. But give me a shout on there. I'll read it a little bit later. Give you a shout out. Glad to have Raider Nation along for the ride here. It's 4th down and 6. Nettleton needing a big stop right here. Aikens back to pass. Good pressure by the defense. Stephen Williams giving chase. He is going to run it in. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Forrest City. Thought we had him in the backfield, but I tell you, give Kendall Aikens credit. He is slippery, and he gets into the end zone, making the score 27-26.
That's a very
good run.
Very athletic play there by Kendall. Just we've got to do a better job at containing him. He rolls out that far. We've got to be able to stop him.
His 3rd rushing touchdown.
That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game.
When we force him out of that pocket, we've got to be able to stop him. We can't let him run like that. But great play by Kendall.
2-point conversion attempt. He's running to the right, looking for an open man. Cam Scarlett, and he got in. Thought Cam had him right there, but 2-point conversion is good with 4:05 remaining in the third quarter. Forrest City just took a 1-point lead. It's 28-27 Mustangs. And, boy, you can't say enough about this Kendall Aiken. He is doing a very good job. He is carrying the Mustangs on his shoulders here tonight.
I think we almost need to more or less just contain him in the pocket, just keep him there, and make him try and make a throw in these wet conditions. I mean, we've done a great job at pressuring him, but once we pressure him and he gets outside the pocket, he just uses those legs and just runs wherever he wants.
Yeah, he has been a force here tonight for sure. There's an old saying among smart football guys that goes like this: a lot of times it ain't the X's and O's, it's the Jimmies and Joes. You can draw up a defensive scheme to have you guys where they're supposed to be, but then you have a guy like Aiken who can just take a busted play and make something out of it right there. Just good backyard football by the Mustang quarterback, and he gives his team a 1-point lead. Ball is fielded by Jaden Washington. Stutters, and boy, he is driven back. Forward progress. Hopefully they'll give him up around the 23-yard line. They will. First and 10 with 3:57 remaining in the third quarter. So Nettleton down by 1, and there's that little special teams miss out by the Raiders. You got to give Forrest City credit. They have converted some 2-point conversions here tonight, and that's the difference in the game right now. New coming in, these two teams would be evenly matched. It might come down to who makes the mistakes. Special teams. Carter in the backfield, gives to Cam Scarlett. Scarlett running up the middle, gets to the 32-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 7, looks like. Second down and 3.
Scarlett just pushing his way right through the line and getting a good chunky yardage.
Second down and 8. Excuse me, a gain of 8. It'll be second down and 2. The chain gang a little tardy over there, making it kind of hard for me to do my job. Give to Cam Scarlett. Nice job, Cam Scarlett. Good vision running off that block, and it's a first down for the Raiders. Ball is spotted at the 46.
Excellent trap there by the offensive line, setting up for the hole on that right side for Cameron to run through.
14 yards.
Moses Williams, Ryan Crawford, Cooper Williams, the center, doing a good job. That's Cameron's longest run of the night. 3:05 and ticking. Raiders had a lot of success so far in this quarter with the pass. They're sticking with the ground game. This play, however, is Scarlett gains 3. It's going to be second down and 7. Carter and Scarlett in the backfield. If you're just now joining us, Nathan Young got the start tonight, and, man, he looked good coming back from injury. Unfortunately, he has re-injured his left leg, and he has been unavailable ever since the second quarter. Pass is complete to Josie Perkins. Perkins with some room to run. The 30, the 25, the 20, the 15, 10. A little swing pass out there, and Josie Perkins does the rest. Touchdown, Raiders. Great block out there by Kyle Tolley, and the Raiders retake the lead on a big play from Carter to the outlaw Josie Perkins. How many yards on that play there, Sean? 51-yard touchdown pass.
2 receptions for 111 yards this quarter for Josie Perkins.
Josie Perkins has 2 receptions for 111 yards this quarter. That's not bad. 2 minutes and 14 seconds and remaining in the third quarter. Nettleton with a 5-point lead, and they're going to go for 2 here.
Some would say Josie Perkins is outstanding.
Carter back to pass, rolling right, under pressure, and man, he is slung down. Quarterback sack, 2-point conversion, no good. With 2:14 remaining in the third quarter, Nettleton up by 5, 33-28.
You got to question that play call there, Craig. You know, we've
2:14 to go, third quarter.
.214 to play here, and the
199 yards passing for Carter this quarter.
Cade Carter, who had 3 yards passing in the first half, 199 yards passing this quarter.
4 for 5.
4 for 5, and Caleb, as you can see, the rain is really coming down. It's the hardest it's rained all night long, but it has not stopped Cade Carter.
Absolutely not. And again, we gotta feel for our man up there,
Kobe Miller. There's some nights it's tough to be the TV teacher's son. This is one of those nights.
We may have to stop and get him a smoothie or something.
Hey, Kobe played a tough game last night against Forrest City in the junior high game, and no rest for Kobe Dirty, no rest for the weary. He is here tonight, and we greatly appreciate him. Not running the down camera tonight. We got the top camera all wrapped up in plastic, and hopefully it's staying nice and dry while Kobe's getting wet.
Nice return.
Stephen Williams with the tackle, Forrest City's number 5, actually number 9, Tylen Johnston. And it will be first down and 10 from the 48. 2 minutes and 7 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Nettleton up by 5.
First and 10 from the 48.
And it is pouring. If you're looking at your radar app, your weather app on your phone, looking at the radar, we would be in dark green right now. Gives to Buford. Buford running right side. Stephen Williams comes up and makes the stop after a gain of 3. It's going to be second down and 7.
Buford, one of those short, compact running backs who will just low to the ground and uses his legs to kind of drive through you. Gets a decent gain there on first down.
Gain of 4, actually, is second down and 6. Clock rolling, 1 minute and 37 seconds. Right up the middle, Kadarius Akins, and then he spins out of a tackle and gets very close to the first down. I believe he's going to have enough yardage for the first down. In Nettleton territory, it's going to be first and 10 at the 42 for Forrest City. First down.
This is the running game that I expected to see from Forrest City, is just hand the ball off and go, ground and pound.
They're able to throw the ball very effectively, but you said it earlier, Caleb, and you're absolutely right. They're mainly a run-oriented offense. Right now they've got a loaded backfield, almost a pistol-type formation with a couple of running backs to each side, the old full house. And a host of Raiders tackles. Number 5,
there was a flag
Quentin
on
Contrail.
the far side.
Flag on the far side. Let's see what this is.
Maybe they didn't get away with the hold. Yeah, it was blatant holding.
We got a Forrest City fan saying that wasn't holding. That wasn't holding.
That was holding. Salas got held.
Jorge Salas, we believe, is a Raider who was blatantly held, and that is holding against Forrest City. So that's going to come back. 50 seconds to play here in the third quarter, and again, the penalties hurting the Forrest City Mustangs here tonight. Do want to say a shout out, Caleb, to all of the fans that came out, drove all the way from Nettleton to watch it. For a horrible night like tonight, where there's just pouring buckets of rain, those are some hardy souls over there coming out to support these Raiders. My hat's off to them.
And even some of the students, I suppose that's who they are down there in the standing with just the raincoats on. And shout out to y'all.
How about that? Rolling out left side, Jacob Taylor giving chase. Joaquim the Dream, nice job making the stop at the 48-yard line. And there is a flag on the play. And I'm afraid that Joaquim took a shot to the head right there, and he may have had a little too much to say after the play. Let's see what the unsportsmanlike conduct against Nettleton. That one hurts. I believe that's a 15-yard penalty and automatic first down. Is that correct, Sean?
I'm trying to think if that's an automatic first down. He was indicating that it's not. Yeah, it's not an automatic first down.
Okay, so it's going to be a 15-yard penalty, but not an automatic first down if we are correct. It was 1st and 20. I think it's going to wind up being about 1st and 5.
1st and 3 should be.
First
and 2.
First down and 2. Just under 27 seconds to play here in the third quarter. The Raiders up by 5. Forrest City, however, driving. This one's going to come down to the very end, folks. You can bank on that. Full house backfield for the Mustangs. They send one back in motion, and they give to Akins up the middle. Kadarius Akins, and a good tackle there by Joaquim Daniels, but he does get first down yardage. They will move the chains with 20 seconds.
Charles Moore's hurt.
And we have a Raider who's a little bit shaken up, a little slow to get up, is Charles Moore, and he is up on his feet. Hopefully he just got a little bit of a stinger in his left shoulder.
Can't afford to lose him.
That's one Raider that we cannot afford to lose. Charles Moore, our leading tackler, and, man, he is an offensive threat as well, and he is obviously in a whole lot of pain. He's favoring his left shoulder. Talking to Coach Stephen Hampton there, and they're going to take Charles Moore to the sideline. And he is hurt. Seeing that's a hard thing to see. Charles Moore, who is a vital part of this football team, and he is really in a lot of pain. So let's hope Charles is all right. He's being helped over to the sideline. He's getting some attention over there. It's first down and 10. Option play to Akins. Jaquan Dent holding on for dear life. How about that? Forrest City's, the former Mustang, making the play for the Raiders, and that's going to be the last play of the third quarter. Nettleton, 33, Forrest City, 28. Fourth quarter when we come back. You're watching Raider football on NTV.
Terry Gray, rice farming isn't a profession, it's a way of life. As owner of Delaplaine Seed Company, Terry's been the region's rice tech leader for more than a decade. In the summer, Terry's not behind a desk. He can be found in rice fields giving advice, or he can be on your farm helping you put more bushels in your tanks and money in your pocket. From securing your hybrid rice to free on-farm delivery, let Terry help you be more profitable this season. Delaplaine Seed Company.
Looking for a school can be like super overwhelming. You kind of have those fears as a parent that, oh my gosh, the school that I'm going to pick, it's going to determine their future and everything else. You know, it's a big choice that you have because you want to make sure you're going to put them in a school where they can continue their whole journey. I'm really super glad we started at Nettleton. It was relief that we had found a school where we felt comfortable sending our child. I felt like any situation he'd get put into, he would be able to succeed.
And we welcome you back. Fourth quarter action, Nettleton Television, Raider football on NTV. Great night to be watching Raider football wherever you are because it is miserable here in Forrest City. However, the Raiders with a 5-point lead as we begin the fourth quarter. Taylor with pressure. He throws downfield incomplete, and Taylor got a shot. Jacob Taylor got a shot to his back right there. The man in the white hat reached for his flag but did not throw it. Earlier, they were really hurt by a play just like that, a block in the back, but this time it was not near as blatant. Third down and 12, Forrest City.
Excellent containment there by Nettleton, just keeping the play right in front of him, keeping the quarterback right there. Tried to make a shot downfield and threw it short, almost intercepted.
He's throwing into the wind. That might have had a lot to do with it. This time they give to Akins, and he's got some room to run right up the middle. And he is down to the 22-yard line. He's going to be short of the first down after the gain of about 10. Gain of 10 is going to be 4th down and 3 for Forrest City. Clock rolling at 11:27. Here's one of those times, Caleb, where we need a big stop from this Raider defense. 4th down and 3. They are going for it. Nettleton with 3 down defensive linemen, 2 outside linebackers on both edges. Akins keeps it, and I believe he's got the first down. Tackle made by Jorge Salas and Jacob Taylor, but not before that slippery quarterback gets a first down.
That's all they needed was just a couple yards, and Kendall gets out there and gives them 6.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the Raider 16. Akins running wide left. Charles Moore back in. He is unable to make the play out there. That's going to be 1st down and goal to go from Forrest City on the far side over there. Dent on the stop. Joaquin Daniels also over there for Nettleton is number 14, Dorian Tucker. It's a gain of 14. 1st down and goal to go for Forrest City.
More excellent blocking there on the outside part of the line for Forrest City. Just gives them enough room to get out there and bounce out towards the 3-yard line.
Kadarius Akins now up to 21 carries for 149 yards.
Akins just under 150 yards rushing, and most of that's been in the second quarter. The second half. 1st down and goal to go. Up the middle, they give to Buford, and Buford with a touchdown for Forrest City.
Tell you, Craig, whenever you need just a few yards, Buford's your guy. Just hand it to him, let him pound his way right through it.
Devontae Buford, he has played a very good job defensively and offensively for Forrest City tonight, and he gives the Mustangs a 1-point lead.
Just one little mishap from Buford was just an unsportsmanlike conduct, but other than that, he's been a catalyst everywhere on the field on both sides of the ball.
He has been very good for sure for Forrest City. Looks like the rain may have let up just a little bit.
I beg to differ, Mr. Miller.
Maybe it hasn't. It's still coming down awfully good. We can ask Kobe. Maybe we need to get a weather report from Kobe Dirty up top. Mustangs going for 2. Direct snap. Oh, nice job. A little shovel pass as he was being tackled. And how about that? A little backyard football right there. Akins to his brother, Akins. And 2-point conversion is good. Boy, he was dead to rights, but he gave a little shovel pass to his brother, and his brother did the rest. And that makes the score 36-33. 2-point conversion good.
That's just an outstanding play. There's really not anything you can do about that. We had him dead to rights, and he just flipped the ball out there, and he found a man. He got in the end zone. There's really nothing we can say about that.
Well, sometimes you tip your hat to your opponent and say, good job. That doesn't make it any easier because that's kind of a kick in the gut right there. So the score 36-33 on a very athletic play. A little desperation shovel pass there from Akins to Akins. Kentrail to number 28, Kadarius.
Win beat Paragould 35-0 tonight.
We have a final in Paragould. Win beat Paragould 35-0. We'll be taking on traveling to Win 2 weeks from tonight. Next week, Valley View at home, senior night. Hope to see everybody out there supporting the Raiders. Little squibbler, and it is fumbled but recovered by the Raiders.
Well, Craig, this has turned out to be quite the game that we thought it would be. Just a slugfest back and forth high-scoring affair. Mustangs scoring 36, which they score about 36, 37 points a game. And so proving here that is definitely not a fluke.
Yeah, it was 14-14 at half, and man, the offenses have really got going here in the second half. Cade Carter, 3 receivers out to his left. Raiders going with the wind right now. They give Jaquan Dent, Forest City's own Jaquan Dent, and he finds a crease and takes advantage of it. Gains 7 at 2nd down and 3. That's got to be rewarding to Nettleton's number 1, picking up some good yardage against his former school.
Excellent blocking there again by the guard who pulled out and made that block on the backer, who gave him that hole to get that 7-yard gain.
Yes, that's Alan Campbell over here on the left side. Give to Jaquan Dent. Jaquan doing all he can, falls forward. Going to be a gain of 1, maybe 2. We'll call it a gain of 2. It'll be 3rd down and 1 for the Raiders.
The line just kind of got blown up on that play and just filled the gaps. He had really nowhere to go other than just kind of put his head down and try and run through.
8 minutes and 42 seconds remaining in the game. Wide right is Devin Alexander. In the backfield, Jaquan Dent gives to Jaquan. Jaquan's got the first down across midfield to the 48-yard line. 1st and 10 Raiders. Jaquan Dent doing a great job running the football. Nathan Young injured in the second quarter. Cam Scarlett doing a good job spelling him, but Jaquan Dent has been the man who's been toting the mail on this drive. Gain of 8 and a first down. 8 minutes and 20 seconds. Now, Caleb, what I'd like to have is about 8 more minutes taken off the clock and Nettleton put the ball in the end zone. That's what I'd like to see right here.
That would be excellent.
Give to Jaquan Dent running right side, and he is hammered at the 45-yard line. For Forest City, that was Marco Avant. Whereas the PA guy said Marco Avant. I would say Avant may be closer. He's more familiar with these guys than I am. Gain of 3. It's 2nd down and 7. Kyle Tolley spread out wide left. Cade Carter with 2 backs in the backfield. Josie Perkins goes in motion. Jaquan Dent. Carter going deep right side. He's got a man. Devin Alexander with a sliding catch at the 15-yard line. 1st down Raiders. Good throw, good catch there by Devin Alexander.
Absolutely. Devin Alexander just comes up the sidelines and just beats his corner.
31 yards.
And another excellent 31-yard throw from Cade Carter.
Devin Alexander with a nice sliding catch. Made sure that he hauled that thing in, and that's the first thing you want a guy to do. Josie Perkins in motion. He gives to Jaquan Dent, running right side. He is wrestled out of bounds over there by number 40. But however, he gains 5. That's Eldrick Wright on the stop. Gain of 5. It's going to be 2nd down and 5. Clock is stopped at 7:06. Valley View defeated Greene County Tech 39-0. That's who we'll be playing next week. Valley View at home. Senior night at Raider Field. 2nd down and 5. Give to Jaquan Dent. Nice job by Jaquan, running right side, heading to the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jaquan Dent, first touchdown for number 1, and it comes against his old school, and the Raiders back on top, 39-36 with 6:58 remaining in this game.
Excellent blocking there by the line, and another excellent.
We have a replay. Apologize for that. We're a little bit off on the replay, but we will get that fixed. The bottom line is the Raiders up 3, and let's see if the Raiders can make this point after attempt good. been a struggle here tonight, especially the last few PAT attempts. Low snap, good hold by Tommy Scarborough, and Michael Golden does the rest. So the Raiders up 4, and that's a big PAT right there, Caleb.
Absolutely. I think we missed the 2-point conversion last time, but we came out and we kicked the field goal to put us up by 4. The goalpost is a little bit in my way, but we're up by 4 now, so they need to go down and score another touchdown to really make this interesting.
Yeah, up by 4, and it's 6:58. Obviously, plenty of time for Forrest City to work with. So a defensive stop would be great right here, Caleb. I would love to see that from this Raider defensive unit. They have proven they can stop the Mustangs. They've done it on more than one occasion here tonight. That would be awesome. 6:58 to play in this game. Nettleton with a 4-point lead. Raider Nation, don't you go anywhere. Stay right here because this one's going to come down to the very end. I got a feeling.
Michael Golden lining up the ball on the left hash mark.
Do want to say thanks to our great friends at the Front Page Cafe and Collision Repair. They have been on board from the very beginning at Nettleton Television. Jeff Edgar from Collision Repair, Mickey Feltz from Front Page Cafe. That's where I'll be eating breakfast tomorrow if anybody would like to come and join me. This time, Michael Golden kicks it deep. It is fumbled at the 7, and Akins is tripped up down there. Good tackle by Devin Alexander. So Devin Alexander making plays on offense and also making plays on special teams as he stops that very good running back, very good kickoff returner, Kadarius Akins. 6:52 to play. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Forrest City on their own 18.
That was almost very, very unfortunate as he lost the ball and it rolled forward a few times, and it could have been a Raider football.
That would have been nice. I think the word you're looking for is fortunate.
Yes.
That's unfortunate for him, but fortunate for us. The give is to Kadarius Akins, and, man, he has got some room to run. I don't think they're going to get him. Jaquan Dent, the best hope, but that is your basic 82-yard touchdown run by Kadarius Akins. Hey, the Raider defense done a good job of containing that guy all night, and he finally busts through. 6:36 remaining in the game.
Akins just had beautiful blocking out front, and he just got around that linebacker who was chasing him down, and it was off to the races at that point at the sideline.
42-40, the score.
Now to 231 rushing yards.
And Akins is now up to 231 rushing yards. So it's the Akins brothers show here at Forrest City. Kentrell and Kadarius, both of them with big nights here for the boys in blue. 6:36 to play in the game. Forrest City up 42-40. Big 2-point conversion right here. Whistle dead. Let's see what they say. Actually, it's a timeout. Forrest City called the timeout right as the ball was snapped. So we will let you hear from one of our great sponsors. 6:36 to play in the game. Forrest City up by 2. A big 2-point conversion coming up when we come back. You're watching Raider football on Nettleton Television.
First time you held on to the time you let go. Life is a series of unforgettable firsts. The ones that are planned and the ones that take you by surprise. We celebrate and support these firsts as we travel this journey with you, because firsts are what life is all about. First Community Bank, where community comes first.
And we welcome you back to Sam Smith's Field. Sam Smith Field in Forrest City. Such a habit to say, welcome you back to Raider Field. I am a creature of habit. 6:36 to play in the game. Big 2-point conversion coming up here as Forrest City has just taken a 42-40 lead after an 82-yard run for Kadarius Aiken. Give up the middle from the I formation to Buford at fullback, and I believe he is stopped short. He is stopped short of the touchdown. Looked like maybe Stephen Williams, Jacob Taylor in over there on the stop. You have to forgive me. I didn't, with all the jerseys in front of me, unable to see who made the stop. It was a host of Raiders. How about that? A host of Raiders, and the 2-point conversion, no good. 6:36 to play. Forrest City up by 2 now.
Believe maybe we should say a tribe of Raiders.
You could say that. I always prefer just say a host of Raiders. I've been doing PA for many a year at Raider Field, and there's sometimes that you just can't see who made the stop from the press box, and when that happens, you just you punt to the he stopped by a host of Raiders. Afraid that's what I had to do right there. Trade secrets being shared here in the Consolidated Insurance broadcasting position. Thanks to First Community Bank and Shadrachs Coffee for sponsoring this broadcast. Tomorrow morning be a good day to get out on a rainy day and get you some Shadrachs coffee. That's for dang sure. Josie Perkins with the ball. Josie Perkins with a little bit of running room. He gets across midfield. It's going to be 1st and 10 Raiders at the 37-yard line. Excuse me, let's see where they spot that thing. 47-yard line of Forrest City. So
16 yards on the return.
It's a mistake to kick the ball to Josie Perkins. I have learned that by watching this Raider team this year. Do not kick it to number 84. He will make you pay. 6 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the game, and here comes the Raider offense. Carter from the gun, Perkins in motion. He gives to Jaquan Dent, and Jaquan is tackled by Buford after a loss of 3.
Who else but Buford?
Buford on the breakdown for the Mustangs.
Just blew through the line and absolutely.
He's been doing that all night.
All night. It's just all night.
For sure. Good player, this Buford. I do want to say Jaquan did a good job of protecting the ball right there. A fumble would be horrible, and he did a good job of protecting the ball while being tackled. Well, I believe we thought we might have got another offsides there, but that one may be going against us. Yeah, it's going against Nettleton. False start. That's the first time I've seen that tonight. We've pulled them offsides on that hard count on more than one occasion, probably 4 different times we've pulled them offsides. That time, however, it didn't work out so good. It's going to be backed up 5 more yards. 2nd down, and I'd say about 18 is what it looks like to me. 2nd and 17 maybe for the Raiders. In motion is Devin Alexander. Carter dropping straight back to pass. Complete to Jaquan, but it is snuffed out immediately by Forrest City's number 59. Great play there by Jacoby Shell, and it's 3rd down and long for the Raiders. 5:34 to play, clock rolling. Rain coming down extremely hard. Big 3rd down play here for the Raiders as they trail by 2 with 5:15 to play. 3 receivers out left, Scarlett, Perkins, Kyle Tolley, Devin Alexander wide right. Carter straight back, motion on his right side. He rolls left, throws it up, and it's intercepted by Forrest City. Did he get his feet down? He did. Intercepted by Forrest City, and that's a big play right there for Forrest City. That is Forrest City's number 5, Quentin Cottrell, with the interception. And Forrest City will take over 1st and 10. There's 4:56 to play in the game. Nettleton with 3 timeouts. Nettleton needing a stop right here as they trail by 2 with 4:56 to play. That is the first turnover from either team in this game. We have had quite a few penalties, but on a night like tonight, for that to be the first turnover, I think that's saying something. 4:56 to play here in the game. Forrest City with a 2-point lead. Referees whistle the action dead.
They can 1 series here without taking their timeouts.
Nettleton does have 3 timeouts, and they can go 1 series without having to take them here, with 4:56 remaining in the game.
Stop old Akins there.
Kentrell Akins, Kadarius Akins in the backfield. Nettleton needing to stop the Akins brothers. Good, tough run to the right side, and it's going to be Markellen Barber, Stephen Williams in on the stop. Gain of 8 on the play. It's 2nd down and 2.
Just more good blocking there by Forrest City up front, and just another good run. That's what they've been doing all night, and they've been executing it almost to perfection.
Gain of 7 actually on that play, and it's 2nd down and 3. Clock at 4:26 and rolling. You can bet Forrest City is going to keep the ball on the ground here and let that clock roll, especially with Akins in the backfield. Play clock at 10, and they snap it at 9. Akins breaks the tackle, gets the first down, gets the ball close to midfield. And this is a part of the game here, Caleb, where a really good running back can make the difference in the game, for sure. He is as the Mustangs trying to keep the ball away from the Raiders. Less than 4 minutes now to play. 3:55 and ticking. Play clock at 20. So it's going to be about 3:35 or so whenever the next snap is made. 1st and 10 Mustangs from their own 49. Give is to Akins. Akins looking for some room, and there's that host of Raiders. Jorge Salas in on the tackle. Joaquim the Dream Daniels. Looks like we got a Raider who's a little bit shaken up down there at the bottom of the pile. I believe that's Stephen Williams. And Stephen is a little bit dinged up. We'll hope that Stephen is okay, laying face down on the ground. Maybe breath knocked out of him a little bit. Want to say thanks to Alan Williams, First Community Bank, for sponsoring tonight's broadcast. Alan and his wife Dana, big supporters of Raider football. Their son Cooper is the center. You can see the First Community trailer over in the north end zone. Every week they feed the players. Alan and Dana do. They feed the players, and Alan is a president at First Community Bank, and they graciously let us use their trailer to haul all of the equipment in. Just great supporters, and we appreciate First Community Bank. If you're looking for a new bank, if you're looking to change, then by all means, First Community Bank, they really do mean it when they say they put community first. Stephen Williams, the injured Raider, and it looks like it may be a hamstring, a quad type injury. That's where the attention is being given, and actually they're kind of feeling around his midsection a little bit. And he is up. We're thankful to have from St. Bernard Sports Medicine Ryan there to help him out. So Stephen Williams is up, walking under his own power. And we hope that Stephen is all right. 3 minutes and 21 seconds to play in this game. Forrest City with the ball. Forrest City with a 2-point lead. Stephen Williams trying to get off the field. All of a sudden struggling a little bit. There we go. Let's get some help for him. Coach Brewer, I believe that's Coach Hampton who's helping him out. I could be wrong about that. Actually, I see Coach Hampton over there on the sideline. So he is favoring his left leg. Not sure exactly what injury Stephen is dealing with over there, but we sure hope that he is all right. 3:17, and the clock is now ticking. Play clock at 15, so it's going to be under 3 minutes by the time the ball is snapped. 3:08, 3:07, 3:06, 5:4, 3:02, and they give to Akins running left side. Good block, good cut. He gets a first down. However, there is a flag on the play. I believe that's in the area where it's normally holding on the offensive line. See what the man in the white hat says. He's about to give the indication to us. Yes, holding against the offense. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
Again, Craig, penalties are hurting the Mustangs.
They're now over 100 yards in penalties.
They are now over 100
How about
yards
that?
in penalties. That is
107.
Well, Caleb, that's what they get for cheating. They
if
should.
you ain't cheating, you ain't winning.
Second down and 14 for Forrest City. The Akins brothers in the backfield. Give to Kadarius Akins, and he's back to the original line of scrimmage and plus a couple of yards. Clock is at 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And gain of 6. That's going to be third down and 9. Timeout on the field. The Raiders have taken their first timeout. Looks like it's about 3rd and 8. Tell you what, we'll just keep it right here during this timeout. 3rd down and 8. 2:26 on the clock. Big play coming up here, Caleb. We stop them right here, force them to punt. We're going to get the ball with 2 minutes or so remaining, 2:26 right now on the clock. Get the ball with 2 minutes. With this Nettleton Raider offense, they've proven 2 minutes is plenty of time to get the ball in the end zone. The good news is, with the man with the golden foot on the team, they don't have to get it in the end zone. With a 2-point lead, a 3-point field goal wins the game as well.
And we have all of our timeouts left, and we're with the wind.
Right. We have 2 timeouts right
2
now.
timeouts now.
Yes, so
okay.
But it all starts with stopping them right here. So let's go.
Very big down. We got to make sure we keep our eyes on the quarterback and make sure we contain him because he has shown he can make really big plays.
He is slippery. This time he gives to the running back, Akins, and he has got the first down, and that'll just about do it, folks. 2 minutes, 19 seconds. Kadarius Akins, and big play. 3rd down and 8. They needed 8 for the first down. They got 12. First down for Forrest City. Clock is at 2:12 and ticking. Play clock at 17:16, so it's going to be a minute and 50 seconds or so whenever the next ball is snapped. Raiders desperately needing a turnover right here. Give to Akins. He is upended by Jacob Taylor. Good tackle there by Jacob. And he gets back to the line of scrimmage. Nettleton elects to take a timeout. Hey, let's take one with them. A minute 46 to play in this game. Raiders down by 2, needing a miracle. Let's see if it happens on the other side of the break. You're watching Raider football on NTV.
Collision Repair is celebrating their 40th anniversary. For 40 years, Collision Repair has had your back, getting your repairs done quickly using the best tools and technology. They've been able to keep you updated online throughout the repair process. No matter what the bad guys try, Collision Repair works with your insurance to make sure you don't have
the worst experience possible.
Here's the Collision Repair on their 40th anniversary.
Your friendly neighborhood body shop.
And we welcome you back to Forrest City, where Nettleton needing a turnover here. 2nd down and 8. Forrest City with the ball. A minute and 46 to go. Nettleton down to their final timeout. It is 2nd down and 8. Akins gives to his brother. Akins running left side. Makes a move, heading to the sideline, goes out of bounds. So we catch a little break right there as he goes out of bounds after a gain of about 9. Flag on the play.
Might have been a block in the back there, Craig. I'm not quite sure.
That's holding against Forrest City. We'll take it, and that's well over 100 yards penalty yardage for Forrest City tonight. Minute and 38 to play in this game. Nettleton only has one timeout. In high school football now, the play clock is 40-second play clock, unless there is a stoppage for penalty or a turnover, I believe. That's when it starts at 25. The clock is at 1:38 as Aikens ran out of bounds on that last play. It's second down and very long. Gives to Aikens. He runs right side. Gets some positive yardage to the 40. Tackle is made by Nettleton's number 27. And Nettleton, I believe that's Des Mitchell, number 27. He's usually number 3. I don't have a 27 on my roster. Maybe I'm wrong. Apologies to whoever number 27 is. We don't have your name, and we'll do our best to get that corrected by next week. Nettleton takes their final timeout. Speaking of next week, it is Crosstown Showdown. Valley View coming in against the Raiders at Raider Field. Senior night, your last chance to see Cade Carter. Hopefully Nathan Young will be back. Your last chance to see Nathan. Make plans to be at Raider Field next Friday night as Nettleton takes on Valley View. Valley View big winner tonight over Greene County Tech. I believe 39-0 was the score. So they have got a very good team there south of Jonesboro, and they're going to be rolling into Nettleton with a lot of confidence. They're 8-0. Nettleton with the opportunity to play spoiler. Nettleton, if they lose tonight, it's going to be tough for them to get that 4th spot in the playoffs. 3rd down and 13. Quarterback keeper, Aikens to the 30. It's going to be 4th down. The clock is now at 1:20. 40-second clock starts, and it's at 35 right now, 1:15. Going to be about 30 seconds whenever this next play is snapped. 4th down and 4. Rain coming down in sheets. 1 minute to play. Play clock at 17. 4th down and 3. They get the first down, it's game over. If they don't get the first down, Nettleton gets the ball. Nettleton will have enough time for a play or two, maybe 3.
41.30 to go. The game.
Greene and Forrest City elects to take the timeout. 41 seconds to play in the game. They make this stop, then they get the ball with 35 seconds to play maybe. And they had a score earlier, Caleb, 20 seconds. 20-second drive, 1 play, 20 seconds, and they scored touchdown. Big touchdown pass from Carter to the outlaw Josie Perkins. I'm trying to give the Raider Nation hope is what I'm trying to do, Caleb. It's doesn't look good for Nettleton right now. But like the great Yogi Berra once said, it ain't over until it's over, and
like
it ain't over yet.
Like you said earlier, we don't even have to get into the end zone to win this game. We can get fairly close and give Michael Golden a chance to boot one through the uprights, which I believe that he can. And we're with the wind. We're working towards the south end of the field, and I believe in Raider Nation here. I think that Forrest City gave us a little too much time on the clock.
I like the way you think. I like that positivity. It's 4th down and 3. We got to stop them right here. 4th and 3. They give to Aikens up the middle, and he falls forward for plenty of yardage for the first down. And at this point, it's all about victory formation. And hats off to Forrest City. They did a very good job coming here tonight in this awful weather and running their offense. And they are going to improve to 6-2 on the season, 4-1 in conference. Nettleton will drop to 5-3, 3-3 in conference. Excuse me, 2-3 in conference. Victory formation, and Forrest City takes a knee, and that will be all as the clock is at 14 and it is winding down. So congratulations to Forrest City and Good job by our guys, giving it everything they had against a very good team. We'll take on Valley View next week. Right here tonight, it's 42-40. Ordinarily, we would give you a little bit more of a post-game show, Consolidated Insurance post-game show, but poor Kobe's been up there, and that's awful weather, and I know he's ready to come down. We're ready to go up there and tear everything down. So just let me say a great big thanks to all of our sponsors: Consolidated Insurance, Shadrachs Coffee, First Community Bank, Russell's Truck Accessories, Delaplaine Seed Company, Hilltop Fitness, Collision Repair, the Front Page Cafe, and Legacy Homes. For Ryan Bell, our director, for Kobe Miller, our camera operator, and for Caleb Manning, our color commentator, thank you so much for watching this presentation of Raider football on NTV. My name is Craig Miller. I hope you have a great night, everybody. Stay warm, stay dry, stay safe. And remember, no matter what, Raider pride is justified. Raider pride forever.
Alma mater, heed our parting.